Pharmaceutical prices take center stage in his administration's messaging around affordability.
Today's news in 60. In 60.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
This is what we've waited for. The showdown. The fastest men in the world.
Hearts racing.
One light, two light. They're backing off and backing.
Pulse rising.
Who will come out on top? Who'll take three lights? Who's ready to be the star?
The anticipation.
Powerful, strong. Tyson get rolled all the way.
The heart stops. Catch the sports gang on Sports Attack Mondays through Fridays, 7:30 a.m. and Today's Sport Live, 3 to 4 p.m. and also on the weekends, 1 to 6 p.m. Only on your premium sports radio. Today, 95.1 FM.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wangpo, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
My name is Gianni Infantino, FIFA president. For the best of sports, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wangpo, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
That we do have Super Eagles players in camp over there in Morocco ahead of the Africa playoffs for the FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers over there in the Americas. We will be playing the Panthers of Gabon on Thursday by 4 p.m. Nigerian or 5 p.m. Nigerian time, and it promises to be a cracker. Yes, a do-or-die affair, a do-or-die international window for Eric Schell and his boys. Well, usually I'm not alone in the studio, and it's the same today as well. I've got the demigod in the world of sports, Osagi Nhimi, here with me. Osas, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Henry. Good afternoon to
everyone out there. It's another beautiful time to be here to look at what's happening in the world of Nigerian football. A lot happening. What's on the plate right now that looks very positive is the fact that the mindset in the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria is top-notch with the early arrival of the team players this time, unlike before where we usually complain about late arrivals. But it goes a long way to paint a picture that the boys are ready and are ready to go to the 2026 World Cup. They are ready to make Nigerians proud.
Yeah, hopefully they will make Nigerians proud. Players trooping in left, right, center. There are about 21 players in camp now at this moment out of the 24 invited by Eric Sekushel, the coach of the national team, and also wishing the man a happy birthday. Yesterday is his birthday. So yes, Nigerian players are in camp, 21 players in camp, the likes of the captain Willitrus Ekton, Calvin Bassey and all that. We'll be going into that during the show, as well as talking the NPFL. A lot has been happening. They slit truth. They did not slit truth. They did not slit truth. Some say stab.
Some say stab. Some say slit.
Slit. Some say...
The way we pump up certain occurrences, certain events in Nigeria here is one thing that is fearful. On a serious note, I'm not even looking at the bloggers alone. Henry, you needed to see that picture. That incident happened on Saturday. The pose taken by Nana Abraham himself.
I saw the picture and I thought,
the pose was
more or less. I
thought he was dead because normally he turned his neck to the side where the court was
and he just laid there looking lifeless.
Yes, lifeless, and with his eyes half open. I was like, oh, for once, finally in the NPFL, they have finally killed somebody on the pitch of play. But thank God it didn't go that way. Thank God, because if it had gone that way, I don't think would number one, the league would be thrown into disrepute.
It will be suspended. Definitely has to be
suspended.
suspended.
It will be suspended. Yes, everything will just go on a halt until maybe when it's sorted. But I don't think we should get to that point before we begin to ensure that occurrences like this don't happen, because today might be a little pinch to the wrist or slap to the wrist. Tomorrow might not be.
Okay, well, we will be talking and looking at that on the menu this afternoon. As I mean, it's quite worrying when you see these things or signs happen as regards the NPFL. There is also someone here with us in the studio as well, and that's Reliable Reliance. Reliance, good afternoon, welcome.
Great to be here. Good afternoon to everyone.
Yeah, great to have you here. Well, we do have the feedback platforms for you to be a part of the show this afternoon for the SMS and WhatsApp portal. That one is 0701-933-9962, 0701-933-9962. While for the phone line, the number is 0810-951-0951, 0810-951-0951. Yes, we will be opening the phone lines during the show for you to call in and air your thoughts, but the SMS and WhatsApp portal is there for you to be sending them while we are discussing and dissecting, and we will take them before we get to run out of the studio. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I say take a seat, fasten your seatbelts, and let's get this show on the road. And now let's head straight into the thick of the action as, yes, start off from the NPFL. Well, there have been a lot of conflicting reports and a lot has been going on or going down, especially after the weekend game between Katsina United and Barao FC. That game did take place on Saturday at the Mohammed Dike Stadium over there in Katsina United. And there were reports claiming that a player's throat was slit during a violent attack by fans. Now, however, witnesses, club officials, and video evidence have suggested maybe that was a little bit exaggerated, with poor officiating and mounting fan frustration identified as the primary triggers potentially for such an action, although such isn't, will you say, condoned in the NPFL. And we've had a lot of people speaking after the game, or a lot of things happening after the game. Reports having the player Nana Kwame Abraham is in stable and healthy and good conditions, and nothing is wrong. But speaking after, or as regards the incident, the general manager of Barrow FC, Dominic Ayofa, debunked the false reports claiming that the player's throat was slit, and he insisted that Barrow FC is a club built on integrity and peace, just like its founder, Senator Barrow Jibrin. Let's hear from Dominic Ayofa.
During our match day 12 in the Nigerian Premier Football League between Katsina United versus our darling club Barrow FC, a whole lot of sad events happened. One which was spotlighted was that of the violent attack from the fans throwing objects to the bench of Barrow FC, which in turn injured some of our players. Spotlighted was Nana Abraham, who was reported to be slaughtered by some reporters, which we find it false. And here we have Nana to clarify the air on what actually happened, how he is feeling, and how he is actually responding to treatment. Along with Nana is the doctor of the team and the general manager of Barrow FC. But let's get clarification from Nana first. Okay, Nana, good morning. And how are you actually feeling today?
My morning. I'm feeling a little bit better now, by the grace of Almighty Allah.
Okay. There were speculations around that your throat was actually slaughtered. What actually happened?
That is a false statement. My throat was never slaughtered. It was during the course of the match when we equalized our goal. The fans of Katsina United started throwing objects towards our bench, and due to that cause, an object hit my chest and lower of my chin. That's when I saw blood coming out. So that's what happened, and not slaughtered rather.
Okay, as to his recovery, we have his doctor in the studio who will tell us how soon we should be expecting Nana back on the pitch.
Muna godiya ga Allah bacin mun yi wasa, muna cikin wasa mun yi equalizing goal.
Well, let's also hear from Nana Abraham, the striker of Barrow FC, as he did have something to say as well.
Can you please tell us your name, your club, and your position?
My name is Nana Kwame Abraham. I'm an attacking midfielder, and I'm a player of Barrow FC.
What exactly happened to you when Barrow played against Katsina United?
When we were playing a match, they were leading us a goal to nil, and we equalized. So when we equalized, when we were celebrating, they started throwing objects toward us. So one of the objects hit me, and I got injured. Blood was flowing through my body. So the doctors came inside the field. They took me. They wanted to take me to the ambulance. So when we were going to the ambulance, they started throwing stones again. So the doctors have to abandon me and run out for their lives.
How are you feeling right now?
By the help of our team doctors and everything, now I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm hoping and praying that I'll resume training on maybe Wednesday.
So, what is your message to your fans and the general public?
What I'll tell my fans and the public that they shouldn't panic, they shouldn't put fear, because there's nothing like they slotted my throat. No, there's nothing like that. It's like an object that hits me. There's nothing like they slotted my throat or something like that. And what I will plead with the general public is that they shouldn't put false news on the internet. That will put fear and panic. So I'm begging the general public that anytime they heard something, they should do their investigation before. Well, according to Abraham, if I'm to borrow his words, they didn't slit his throat. Or correct words, they didn't slit his throat. So the man is definitely back and he is okay as things stand. But I mean, let me come over to you. Let's start from the fact that how did this get out of hand? How did we? Because I remember going on social media, that was Sunday morning or was it Saturday evening, and I just saw a picture of Nana on the floor looking lifeless, and I saw the caption, Barao FC players' throats slit after fans invade pitch during their 1-0 draw against Katsina United. It just felt quite alarming, and I had my heart in my mouth for a bit when I saw the news. But I mean, let's start from the fact that, was this over-exaggerated, Reliance?
Obviously, it was. I'm very disappointed. I feel very, very disappointed. The media tabloid who carried and used that headline. It's always very disappointing for me when a supposed respected media tabloid that's supposed to verify information and carry the right information tends to play to the gallery, probably looking for clickbait or whatsoever. Because, and unfortunately enough, they still have the story the way they wrote it 3 days ago with that same headline. I'm holding myself back from mentioning the tabloid who carried that story like that. Not just one of them. And for a few
blogs, a lot of blogs carry.
I don't even want to look at blogs. Blogs can carry whatever they want to carry, and because I'm on blogs for my information, they can do whatever they want to do. It's not probably my business. It's my job to clarify once I do my fact checking that these blogs are lying, or they're exaggerating, or they're not carrying factual stories, because they are what they are, blogs. With respect to some blogs, try as much as they can to verify information before they carry. But when a media tabloid that is supposed to do a lot of verifications, fact checking, and possibly supposed to have their reporter on ground in match venues so that they can get first-hand information, because take for instance, Today FM carries a story. Many other blogs feed off that and tend to broadcast that story because it is expected that Today FM carries authentic and verifiable stories, and may have verified because Today FM has reporters on ground at different events, from politics, education, sports, and all of that stuff. So if you want to look at it closely, some of the blogs who carried that story the way they carried it referenced that particular tabloid that decided they was lit. And when I saw that video at first, I was like, where is the slating of throats that was all over the place? And you could go to social media and look at how people started painting the Nigeria Premier Football League. Somebody even tagged the president of the United States, Donald Trump, that the Nigeria Premier Football League is a matter of serious concern. That I should look at it as somebody's story. And so many awkward remarks regarding the Nigeria Premier Football League. It become very disappointing, because if you do not have your reporter on ground, please do not carry a story as your authority. So the matter was first exaggerated, and I cannot exempt Barao FC regarding that reaction from the general manager Dominic Ayefa, the former general manager of Lobby Stars, and also Nana speaking. I can't exempt them. I think this is damage control on their part, because there's a video also where one of the officials, or one person, I cannot identify whether it's an official of Katsina United or not, was trying to make a video recording of Nana in the field of play after of that match, and Nana had somebody covering him from being recorded on camera by the person who was making an attempt. So the person was heard saying, "Oh, so this is Nana. Oh, so they never caught Nana. Oh, so Nana will die. Oh, so this is Nana. Oh, you're not allowing me to video Nana." And I believe that was an attempt by somebody from the Katsina United part to make it public that, look, it's not as being told, though. It's not like, it's possible that even they themselves may have exaggerated the story, because they are looking for pity. Maybe they are looking for sanctions from the Nigeria Premier Football League board in such a way that they're not going to be affected. So I can't exempt them. They are also part of it. This is like damage control from that, but probably just to avoid, say, the Nigeria Premier Football League Board throwing the hammer on them as well. Because like we talked about it yesterday, we made a case to the matter that involved the essay on media to the Sports Commissioner University Samuel Ejim, and how it was at first sanctioned for your people, the panel, and according to the FO board, he apologized, and so the sanction was lifted, the ban was lifted. So if you could do that, this is a similar scenario. So it means Barra FC ought to also have been sanctioned for attempting to bring the league to disrepute. But that's what it means. I mean, imagine the information flying over everywhere. People hear about the Nigeria Premier Football. They say they call truth for there. They record players truth for there. What kind of image, what kind of information is that saying about the league? Now, this is not to downplay the violence we've seen in the league, the crowd violence we've seen, fans encroachment. It's not to downplay. It's something that the Nigeria Premier Football League Board will need to really look for a way to curb it. Like I said on Sunday, if 3 points deduction are not enough, please extend it to 6. If 6 are not enough, make it 9. And once a team has been culpable to the extent that you are looking at double figures of points, please, you can throw that team out of the league, so that the fans and the owners of the team can enjoy themselves in their community league, where all those things will be allowed, or in their village league where all those will be allowed, because this is a professional league. The fine deductions, the monetary fines are not exactly being paid as they're supposed to be paid, and they don't really yield so much effect because we don't have money going around the league. So you can take that measure. They have to act. So I'm not saying that there's no crowd violence. I'm not saying that it's not everywhere. Like I said on See That Same Sunday, you can't tell what's going to happen because people might tend to think, why is it always happening in the northern part of the country? When was it Rangers and Rangers and Enyimba? That season that Enyimba and Rangers won the league.
Yeah. That was 2 seasons back.
Yeah. Was it Rangers and Enyimba? I can't recall. Either Rangers or Enyimba.
It was Rangers and Enyimba. That was at the Cathedral.
The Cathedral. David's fans turned up. Did that match leave without violence? Did that match end up without encroachment? So you can't tell me it's just a northern part of the country thing. I recall a point in time when Felician had objects thrown on him in Aba. Was it in Aba? I think it was one of the Abia Debe. I can't recall exactly. So that's why I said you can't tell how people will behave in some of these centers if fans turn up.
But that raises the question that as much as we also want to blame the MPFL board or the NFF for leaving the way it is, or football administration, that we the fans ourselves also have a huge part to play, and we should also blame ourselves. We watch English Premier League games. We saw Liverpool's goal against Manchester City cancelled. Why did Liverpool fans come here to happy and just say, "Oh yeah, this game will not end"? Like, but we go to the stadiums or go to the stadia, and we carry out some unsavory acts just because of officiating is poor or isn't going your way. So I mean, at some point, don't you say that the fans themselves, as much as we want to blame the clubs and all that stuff, the fans themselves need to find a way to keep their emotions in check?
True, Henry. The fans have to do better of and understand that it's football game. The time that doesn't go in your way, and the time that it goes in your way. So that's something to be admitted, right? But the percentage at which the fans need to act to help this is as much as the clubs and the administrators. You can't compare. So let's say this is 100%, right? The MPFL board share 50%. The clubs share about 35. The fans share just about 15 or thereabout. Because sometimes we even see coaches lose it. I mean, these are coaches. Yeah. We see them out of their best selves. You see players out of their best selves. How much more the fans who are not as much as educated day in, day out as the coaches and the players in these situations. So the fans will need to understand what football is and how the kind of outcome that can come. And you can exactly tell that if not the way it has been checked and put into control, that Liverpool fans will not run into that pitch when that thing happened. But because they understand the consequences of doing that, keep themselves in check. So I can't place majority of the blame on the fans, but the reason why I'm saying that you cannot exactly tell what fans of Rivers United will do if they turn up in their numbers at the KMC Maga Stadium, what fans of Aqua United will do if they turn up in their numbers at the Gospel Akbabi International Stadium, what fans of Remus, shootings have had issues of fans encroachment. The reason why I'm saying that is just to picture, is just to help the MPFL board understand that there is work to be done. There's more work to be done in putting this thing in check. So don't say it's a particular region. Don't regionalize it. Just know that this is a problem developing the Nigeria Premier Football League, and stricter measures ought to be meted on these clubs when these things happen. Banish them from the league. If it gets to a point where you're thinking of 10-point deduction, Because, I mean, how much is 10 point deductions from a team?
And so, that is like literal.
But you will not
survive
survive it. So once you get that, please, you can excuse us for this season. We'll look for a way to calculate the points garnered from you by beating you or the one that you garner from other teams. Just the day or day first. Maybe next season. And that will also compel clubs to sensitize their fans. And at the same time, that will also, to some extent, bring sanity. Not even to some extent, that will also definitely bring sanity to the league. So when you're coming back next season, know that there are measures. And of course, for APF, maybe because again, the league is not fully as it's supposed to be in terms of broadcasting and all of that stuff, which will also help them to check. Because I look at this, what's the MPFL board punished Katsina United for. I think they were selective enough. Object thrown into the pitch. Yeah. That was, I mean, we could see in that video.
Yeah.
Which now confessed that nothing happened. But literally, you could see that was likely what happened. We talked about was like a tower being through. You cannot exactly say, but then again, we saw objects flying into the pitch. And you can't tell whether it was Katsina United or Barao FC, right? But it's a bit telling that it was what Katsina United because they are the ones who played at home. So when the league is fully covered, you have several cameras in several angles, and that will help you to really investigate these things and then make proper decisions. But for what it is worth, I think they did what they were supposed to do.
Let me come over to you. We do have to go for a commercial at the bottom of the hour, but officiating. They were talking about the poor officiating. That's what got the fans incensed. That's what got them agitated. And we keep on talking about the poor officiating as regards the MPFL. I mean, are we looking at a situation whereby...
Who talked about the poor officiating, first of all?
There were question marks over the officiating. According to reports.
That's according to reports. Now, if you see, Henry, the match, what's his name? The match report officer, what's it called?
The match commissioner.
Match commissioner is saddled with responsibility of taking down everything that happened there. It's not the duty of the fans to say if the officiating was poor or to mete out punishment. It's not. Okay, the officiating wasn't poor when you went ahead in the game. I'm talking about Katsina United. The officiating automatically became poor in the 68th or 69th minute when the equalizer came in. So it's funny because it goes down to tell us that home sides want to win at all costs. If I may just lend a voice to everything that we've been talking about right from the beginning, I think it's going to be a collective effort for each and every one of us to correct this. Maybe I'll say that when we come back. I'll talk more when we come back from the show break.
Yeah, we do have to go pay some bills about today's Sports Live. We'll be right back after this commercial. Do not go anywhere.
This is a public announcement for the Rivers Ministry of Youth Development. Rivers youth are urged to take advantage of the ongoing Nigerian Army 90 regular recruit intake. This is your chance to the nation, build a career, and secure future. Application closes November 14th, 2025. Application is free of charge. Do not pay anyone. Big requirements include Nigerian citizenship, NIN and BN. 5 credits including English and mathematics. Ages 18 to 22 and 18 to 26 for tradesmen and women. And minimum height of 1.65 meters for women and 1.68 meters for men. Applicants must not possess qualifications such as HND or BSc. To apply, visit the official recruitment portal www.recruitment.army.mil.ng or visit the River State Ministry of Youth Development, Block C, 7th floor, State Secretariat Complex, Port Harcourt, for guidance. The River State government has made provision of a list to support all shortlisted Rivers youth throughout the recruitment process. Parents, guardians, traditional leaders, and community youth leaders are engaged to mobilize and guide our youth to take advantage of this rare opportunity. Remember, enlisting in the Nigerian Army is not just a career; it is a call to service, discipline, and patriotism. Signed, Ruhoma Chinedu KJ, Permanent Secretary, River State Ministry of Youth Development.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
Well, welcome back to the show. This is today's Sports Live on your premium talk news and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM, and we are talking about Barao FC, Katsina United, and what transpired on Saturday as regards truth being slit or truth not being slit. So, yes, we do have veteran Port Harcourt-based sports journalist Cyril Domwite on the line. Okay, we do have veteran Port Harcourt-based sports journalist Cyril Domwite on the line. Cyril, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Nice to meet you guys this really afternoon.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Definitely, no Katsina United Barao FC shenanigans of what transpired on Saturday, and how this has, will you say, snowballed into damage control, fines, players supposedly being attacked or throats being slit, and later we're hearing throats were not slit. But basically, how do we keep on getting ourselves or landing ourselves in this situation in the NPFL?
Well, I think we have been on this road for long. The Premier football in Nigeria is about 3 decades, if I'm not mistaken. And we don't learn a lesson. It's simple. There's model across the parts of the world, in Europe, in Asia, and even in Morocco and South Africa. There are models of how Premier League football is done. First, football is an emotion-filled game, so fans can behave, can react anyhow. Some of them can get overboard and throw stones and use weapons. But what do you do to stop it? That is what is key here. That is what people who run Premier League football go about. Do we have monitors at distance to know from where they are throwing stones? If you have 10 stands in the stadium, you can have, say, 20 monitors for each part of the stand to watch the fans. And you can easily nip it in the ball with the throwing stones. And there are those who sit down watching where the thing is coming from. There are those who mix up with the fans and watch the game and watching the fans as well. We don't have this. And it has happened severally. Yes, the Premier football control body or whatever, they are worried about the damage control, the effect on their sponsorship, on trying to get funds for the league. But what have you done to stopping this thing from happening? That is key. Over years, it has been happening. This year, it has happened several times. And they just keep sending us releases telling us that they are fighting one team $1 million, another team $9 million. It will not work. Simple. Because the money are not being paid as has been mentioned. They have to wait till the end of the season whether they pay them or not before the club will say, okay, you are paying me 10 million, I'm going to give you 5 out of the 10 you are giving. But they don't get remunerated at the same time. So that has no work. You talk about the document. It is selective. Like I say, if 3 points is not working, then make it 6. But even the 3 points, they are not trying to use it. So I think it boils down to those who run the league to know what to do to prevent it. Yes, there is violence or there is this kind of skirmishes in Europe, but it is rare. It's not a common, it's not a daily occurrence. In Nigerian Premier League football, this season alone, we've had more than 4 or 5 of these happen. So I think those who run the league must prevent it and not react to it. The key word here is prevention and not reaction. You have to prevent these things from happening by putting in security measures, to check the fans. The fans are the fans. They always behave like that. But if you have to do things to prevent it, it will not happen all the time. Good enough to deter commercials or, sponsors of coming to put their money into the league. So I think it is the way the league is wrong. We have to sit up. We have to rethink. What we are doing now will bring more violence to the stadium, to the game itself, and bringing it eventually to disrepute. So I think those who run the league should not be reacting. They should doing a lot of preventive measures and not reacting to what has happened. Even their reaction is not deterring the fans from doing. Well, we saw it in Kano just a few weeks ago, and now it has happened again. Almost people talk about it. No, it could happen in a way. It could happen in Port Harcourt, depending where there are a number of fans. So I think it's about prevention and not reaction.
Okay, now let's
quick things to the advantage, but you cannot just do things and bring the league to disrepute. It's in the law books there that if club sides by their action, bring the game to disrepute for what we are seeing now, then they will be punished. But at the end of the day, let me tell you, I can preempt them. They will just maybe the media officer of the team is banned for 1 season, maximum for 3 months or 4 months or 5 matches, and that will be it. And that cannot even be implemented in itself because the man will still be doing his job one way or the other. So I think, like I said, we must do a lot of things to prevent these things from happening, and rather than reacting to it. Yes, the game has completely brought the Barrow is just trying to exonerate themselves from what has happened. But then, what are we doing to say no? This thing should not happen in the future. Like I said, they will just punish 1 or 2 officers of Barrow FC, and that punishment itself will not be implemented. Then it will be saying that okay, after 3 months, it has lost out from the psyche of a lot of Nigerians. We will not even remember it again. Another one will happen. So, and it has to be a lot of preventive measures. Get it done. It's in the books. I know it. When I was media officer of Sharks of Port Harcourt many years ago, it has been there. Okay, look, there are certain things the club cannot report. But in this case now, you can see an overboard. So definitely, the media department of the team deserves proper punishment for bringing the game to rest. When they say you slit someone's throat, that's the height of let's say insensitivity. Because a lot of people are watching. The Nigerian Premier League is watched from outside of the country, so it's scary in the first place. People will not be going to the stadium if they know that they may not come back with all members of their body intact.
Okay, thank you so much, Cyril Donwite, for your time and insight as regards the incident that did occur in the NPFL over the weekend. It's been great having you on the show this afternoon.
And I wish some of us could be asking for those who don't do their job well in the Premier League board to resign. And if they can't run the league well, then they should resign and bring the game to disappoint themselves, because it boils down to what they do on their own table.
Okay, well, definitely they have heard you, and we do thank you for your time, and it's been a blast having you on the show this afternoon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys are doing a really good job.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate your compliment as well. So that's it as regards what's that?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something just to add to. I think Cyril Donwite has said a lot. He has said it. It's a holistic problem, Henry. So much to talk about, not just the MPFL board alone, not just the club sides alone, not just the fans alone. So many things could be done. As he said, I think there should be more proactive rather than being reactive, because now it's a case of it happens, I give you a 9 million naira fine, somehow you end up not paying it, or you suspend somebody. Now what happens we've seen where fans are irate in other leagues around the world, even in Europe. What happens? Have you seen stadiums that we have? The MKO Abiola International Stadium is built that way. There is that barricade. If you watch the game between the Super Falcons,
that's how old stadiums are built.
Bring it back. We have stadiums like that in Russia. We have stadiums like that in Russia till now. We have stadiums like that in Turkey till now. Bring it back, where the fans would just be separated from whatever happens on the pitch of play. Subject the club sides, any club that has been recorded and known to be very violent, having fans that are very violent, keep them off. there are so many measures you can use to make sure. Look at Shooting Stars. They went ahead to do a sensitization. In fact, Shooting Stars is the most peaceful of all NPFL clubs, most hospitable of all NPFL clubs. Even when they are losing, they still extend a hand of friendship to you, the visitor. Go and check it. The record is there. Last season they won it. What's that award?
The Fair Play.
Yeah, Fair Play award from the Sports Writers Award for NPFL something. They did win it, and most likely they'll win it again this season. So now, sensitization is very, very important. They need to gather persons, go to Kanu, go to Castina, talk to the fans, let them understand what football is. If they don't want to understand, barricade them, put them in a cage.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's literally putting them in a cage, but maybe a barricade could be helpful. Let's run through match day 12 results from the NPFL. We did have Katsina United play out a 1-0 draw with Barao FC. That game did take place on Saturday, and on Sunday we had Nasarawa United playing out a 1-0 draw with Katsina United. Kwara United, beg your pardon. Wiki Tourists defeated Niger Tornadoes by a goal to nothing. Abia Warriors played out a goalless draw with Enyimba in the Abia Derby, while Ikorodu City defeated Warri Wolves by 2 goals to nothing over there in Warri. Enugu Rangers were 1-0 victors over Shooting Stars. Kano Pillars played out a goalless draw with Bayelsa United, while Rivers United defeated Kun Khalifat by a goal to nothing away from home. Remo Stars were 2-1 victors over El Kanemi Warriors, and Plateau United did defeat Bendel Insurance by a goal to nothing. And from the NPFL, let's head over to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. There in players in camp, we do have Calvin Bassey, Alexi Wobi, Samuel Chukwueze, Tula Rokudare, Olakule Olusegun, Wilfred Ndidi, Moses Simon, William Trust Ekong, Benjamin Frederick, Chidozie Awaziem, Amaso Basogi, Stanley Nwabali, Shemiu Ajayi, Ademola Lukman, Ako Adams, Chidere Ejuke, Bright Osayi Samuel, Raphael Onyedika, Frank Onyeka, Zaidu Sanusi, and Bruno Onyemechi. 3 more players are expected to arrive in camp. Victor Osimhen actually being one of those players yet to actually arrive for the Super Eagles. But Osas, it's almost a full house, 2 days to go to kickoff, and I mean the way the players trooped into camp, it just felt like it was all important. We also saw that video about Victor Osimhen after the game against Koscielny.
Why hasn't he arrived?
I don't know.
He said he was
trying to travel.
I'm about traveling. What's happening?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to ask the man when we see him in camp. But I mean, everybody is there. We all know how important he is for the team. Not everybody, though. Almost everybody is there. But I mean, is this a positive sign? Is this something Nigerians can look at and say that these players are out there to try and right their wrongs from the group or the group qualification series?
Obviously, Henry, I think before that game against Benin Republic was when the Super Eagles of Nigeria had to wake up. The players had to wake up to know that their destinies are in their hands at this point. Maybe that was when it did dawn on them, or it occurred to them that if they miss out on this 2026 FIFA World Cup, a lot of them might not be fit enough, or age might not be on their side to go into the next World Cup, which should be in the year 2030. So that's that wake-up call for them. And I think they still have it within themselves. Look at the early arrival to camp. It's been a long while we saw something like that, where almost 50 to 60% of the players will come into camp as early as the very first day, or even the day when the camp gates were thrown open. So I think it's going to be a morale booster to what we're going to be seeing against Gabon. It's something that is heavily needed. I thought we were going to discuss something which I talked about in the morning, and that was JJ Okocha talking about the decline in the quality of the Super Eagles since 2002.
Yeah, definitely getting there.
So, but it's a welcome development, Henry, I must tell you. And I think the current crop of players and the occurrences happening within them, everything, the events happening within them, is one thing that I also see that it's a blessing in disguise. Remember, I told you the last time before we took on Benin Republic that it was a blessing in disguise for Ademola Lookman to be double yellow carded and sit on the bench. That was why we saw the revelation of Samuel Chukwueze. And right now, Ademola Lookman is also nursing a knock. Who knows? It could also be another icing on the cake for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So, but I think every member of that team, 90% have caught up with that spirit of urgency, that spirit of never say die. And that is exactly what we need for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to qualify for the 2026 World Cup, regardless of whichever route.
Reliance, like 2 questions in one. I mean, these players are about to play literally, some would term it the game of their lives, depending on whether they win and move on to the final of the playoff. But, I mean, John Mikel Obi talked about the fear of complacency setting in. JJ Okocha talked about the fact that the Super Eagles of Nigeria has lost its fear factor, and the decline of Nigerian football started after the 2002 African Cup of Nations. But now you're looking at this game and you're looking at the importance the players are attaching to it. Do you think these things mentioned by John Obi Mikel and JJ Okocha are things Nigerians should actually be worried about? I mean, I saw a video about the Gabonese national team that was yesterday on social media and all that stuff, and they were trying to be bullish and all that. So does it mean that Mikel and JJ are actually right? Or you feel now for these guys and what is at stake here, you think it will be different this time around?
Has Nigeria lost the fear factor? Yes, they have. Is there a drop in quality? Is this something that Nigerians have to be concerned about for these playoff qualifiers? Maybe later, not now. The primary attention or the primary focus of the players right now in camp is to beat Gabon, then beat whoever comes up after Gabon, and then make it to the Interconfederation playoff, which I think life might be a little bit easier for them there because, I mean, Morocco under 17 did 16-0 over New Caledonia under 17. But that's not to say that's exactly what's going to happen if Nigeria gets to play New Caledonia senior men's national team. But that gives a picture of what football is like in that country. So I think life is going to be a little bit easier for them there. So these are not the things that we're going to have to treat right now. There's been a drop in quality of the Super Eagles. I mean, look at it. If you want to compare the era when JJ Okocha was like a mainstay of the team, there's nobody in that team that I can compare to JJ Okocha as we speak, not even Alex Iwobi. Maybe Victor Osimhen stands out because I believe Victor Osimhen can walk into any of the Super Eagles era or any of their generations because of the exploit and his ability in front of goal. And then you look at the back line. Well, the Oyibo war came at a point in time. They were the most talked about. And afterward, that war crumbled. And right now, it's like there's a revelation in Benjamin Fredericks. The full-backs, which of them are you going to compare to Tai Taiwo, for instance? Or which of the centre-back are you going to compare to Joseph Yobo? Or which of the wingers right now would you compare to? Or maybe a bit of competition right there, because there was a point in time that Samuel Chukwueze was in fine form, blistering form. Maybe Ademola Lookman himself. So maybe a bit of a competition right there. But if you recall that Nigeria used to have the likes of Tijani Babangida, the likes of Julius Agawa, and some other guys, and you'll be thinking, how much has the quality in the team dropped off? So the truth is, the quality has dropped, but that's not the quality we have right now is good enough, Henry, to win the AFCON. The quality we have right now is good enough to win or to even get to the semis of the World Cup. The quality of the Nigeria Super Eagles right now is good enough to at least scare teams away, but maybe not to dominate as you can talk about back in the days. Because again, if you also want to look closely, some of the national teams in Africa do not really boast of so much of quality. That was why I talked about it at some point, that it was just about a case of Super Eagles having players who playing their trades in top teams in Europe. And the next thing was, okay, after Senegal, because Senegal looked to have been the most complete at that point in time, at least 2 stars playing in top clubs in each of their departments. That season they won the AFCON. And then the next one was Nigeria. So you look at other national teams as well. I mean, there was a point in time that Ivory Coast had a golden generation, Cameroon, but you can't really say exactly the same thing for these national teams right now. So that's why I'm saying that the quality in the Super Eagles right now is good enough to do these things. Yeah, quality has dropped compared to previous generations, but they are good enough to do these things. They are good enough to beat Gabon. They are good enough to beat whoever is going to come in front after Gabon. They are good enough to win the Interconfederation playoff and make it to the World Cup. They are even good enough to qualify automatically to the World Cup without having to go through playoffs. So we can worry about these matters later on, but what's in front of us, these guys are good enough to do it.
Okay, 0810-951-0951, 0810-951-0951. The phone line is open for you to call in and air your thoughts on everything we've discussed on the show this afternoon. Basically, Katsina United versus Barao FC and also the Super Eagles of Nigeria, 21 players in camp. Let's hear your thoughts. Hello, caller. Good
afternoon. The name remains no photocopy, no duplicate.
Good afternoon. No photocopy. Please go ahead. Let's make it quick.
I think before we debunk what happened in Kaduna, we should also check a lot of facts. Because you guys are debunked, it did not happen. You say it because the guy came out on the studio, or you say it's because of the video and what have you. Why can't the people that is in charge of the league, they have a media wing of the league, Premier League, in professional league as you people call it? How can't they release the video of what happened after all the matches? I was trying to verify from them, not from any other media house, because the media house have put up that story, have put up a lot of deadly stories where I caught it from before that fell. They were the people that said that the Minister of Finance was paralyzed and what have you. I don't want to mention their name. And they have not been sanctioned since we think that they are lying. The guy did not slit, the throat did not slit, it was a lie and what have you. Why can't the Premier League, that is my question, those that manage the league, their media wing, put up a contrary video that this is what happened. And not it now, the guy is still in the hospital and we think that they are lying. Something like that did not happen by mere thinking, by mere based on what somebody tells somebody. So I totally don't believe them. I don't also believe the previous video I saw until they bring a contrary video from the Premier League management that this is what happened before I believe them. I wish a Super Eagle a good luck, but I think it's a very big task to accomplish. We have big names, but we don't have a team as it stands now. Thank you. That's my take.
Okay, thank you, no photocopy, for your thoughts there. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Simon. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you. About my Super Eagles, the fear factor, yes. So many teams love the fear factor. Our Nigeria loves the fear factor against so many teams just because of the way the people that are managing our football. Not because of the quality. We have the quality. I don't know how many and in fact, I don't even know in Africa for any national team that possesses more than what Nigeria. Either if you see in the front, it might not be in the middle, or it might not just that is how so many national teams in Africa is like. But just as your man say here, we have that quality to qualify threat, to beat everybody in this playoff, to qualify for the World Cup. And we have quality to go far. We might not have quality to win the World Cup, but we have quality to go far, to do better than what we have done before. It's just only by determination, when it's determined, fighting spirit, then the people that are managing our football just give us just 40% of them. Myself, I don't even need up to 80% of them because they will not give us. Just give us 40% of them.
Okay.
They will be supposed to be giving us 10% to 50%. Just give us 40%. It is enough for me for this team to achieve exploit. And I charge my team, my boys, to go there and deliver and make us proud. And they take the ticket of Africa first.
Okay.
When we take the ticket, then we go to Intercontinental, and I believe at the end of the day, we are going to qualify for 2006 World Cup. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Simon, for your thoughts there. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Is it Henry?
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Henry.
Good afternoon to everybody over there. It's Monty.
Okay, Monty. Please go ahead.
My brother, I am so concerned about it. It's been a while I put so much interest in Nigerian game like this because I want to see the green, white, green flag in US. So I want to pray that we qualify, because once we sell through the African qualifiers, I believe the intercontinental will not be that difficult. It's for the players to play committedly, avoid mistakes. Even though that last game we won it based on one person's more effort. Our midfield, we are still having serious problem in the midfield. To be sincere, the Beninois were dominating the midfield, just that the doubt is worked for us. So I just pray that it will work for us. It will work for us on Thursday. Let's just cross Congo first and see what will happen between Cameroon and Gabon. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts there, Monty. Hello, caller, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, they greet you too. Kabulu Barry, please go ahead.
Yeah, I will start from the Nigeria Premier League. You get a question when you ask.
Go ahead.
This Nigeria Premier League, now under must state must to bring club, make them play the Premier League. Is it a social club or maybe now something where then they take the compensation state for the country? Because me I know see where they say every state must you must to bring out a team, make they come play for the Premier League. See, waiting will make some of these things tough. Anytime where they say private people don't they run now, because no person will be private money will put money for your own club. This kind of thing will happen to you when you put money, then you go there happy. That is why when fans go come, they not saying our government get this thing, so then go come do anyhow with it. It pain me saying that they hear this kind of thing. Because me, I know if we go see them, even though then they win my team, I will go see, I want to go fight my opponent. I want to the best for my players because they don't play well. For my own life, I'm be the thing. Then for Super Eagles, it has been a while I see them turn up like this, so me I see say maybe this one will be positive. If then they thought say the team don't go down, let them know they blame the players or coach make them put the blame on NFL where they run our football. If we not qualify, me and they blame the NFL. If we qualify, I will see they blame them because the route where we pass through now that's for everything.
Okay.
Not be even those players. So make them shine their eyes or make them come out for their give people where go run our football.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts there, Kabolo Barry. It's been great having you on the show. Let's head over to the WhatsApp portal. And this one says, good afternoon. Why is it that whenever results are not going well for the clubs in the north, they will start violence still, or FA we say it didn't happen? Please, they should ban every team. Okay, Fred from Elimbu. Fred, it's not a regional something in Nigerian football. We had a similar incident last season at the Cathedral in the game between Enugu Rangers and Enyimba. So it's not about a particular region in the country when it comes to crowd violence in stadiums. And this one says, I'm so concerned about Victor Osimhen. I wish the Super Eagles success. And that's from Sachima, texting from Mukwoku, Port Harcourt. Let's see if we can take one more call before we get to run out of the studio. 0810 9510 951 0810 9510 951. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys in the studio. My name is Marvelous.
Okay, Marvelous, 20 seconds.
All right, please, when is the Nigeria match and the time?
It's on Thursday by 5 p.m. Nigerian time.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts there, Marvelous. And that's much you can actually take on the show this afternoon. My name is Harry Ogugu. I did the show with Osas and Reliable Reliance. News update by 4 with Queen Chima is up next. You stay tuned and keep listening to Today 95.1 FM for more quality programming. On that note, I say stay safe, stay blessed, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today
95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good evening. Here is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I'm Queen Chima. The Federal Ministry of Education has directed Vice Chancellors of federal universities to submit detailed figures of outstanding promotion arrears, unpaid salaries, third-party deductions, and pension arrears for their institutions. The directive was contained in a memo signed by the Deputy Director of Universities at the Ministry, J.N. Akba, and conveyed through the National Universities Commission, NUC. According to the memo, the data request is aimed at providing the Nigerian University Pension Management Company with the necessary details to facilitate payments to affected staff. The development follows an announcement by the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, that the federal government had released 2.3 billion naira for the payment of outstanding promotion arrears owed to lecturers. In a statement by the ministry's spokesperson, Folashade Boriowo, Alausa said the amount represents batch 8 of the salary and promotion arrears processed through the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. He noted that the disbursement underscores President Bola Tinubu's commitment to resolving long-standing welfare issues in the tertiary education sector transparently and sustainably. Alausa added that the federal government was finalizing the release of third-party non-statutory deductions and pension remittances expected to be completed in the coming days. The Nigerian Air Force has killed several members of the Islamic State of West Africa province, ISWAP, and destroyed multiple terrorist and bandit enclaves during intensified counter-terrorism and counter-banditry operations across the country. According to a statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimem Ejodami, the coordinated missions executed marked a decisive phase in ongoing joint operations under Operation Hadinkai and Operation Fansan Yema, aimed at degrading terrorist and criminal networks across Nigeria's northern regions. In Borno State, NAF aircraft conducted precision airstrikes in Malam Fatori and Shuwaram, targeting ISWAP positions entrenched in the northern Tumbons. Guided by real-time intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, ISR feeds air assets stock insurgent hideouts, logistic hubs and weapons depots, neutralizing several terrorists and crippling their mobility. Simultaneously, NAV aircraft carried out air interdiction missions in Garin Dandi and Chigogo in Kwara State, hitting bandit camps with devastating accuracy based on credible intelligence. The NAV said the success of the precision operations underscores its renewed tempo following directives from the Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Sunday Aneke, who recently ordered air component commanders to intensify their strikes on terrorists. Well, on the foreign scene, the United States is moving closer to ending its record-breaking government shutdown after the Senate approved a stopgap spending package. The vote passed 60-40, funding the federal government through January 30 and reinstating pay for hundreds of thousands of federal workers. The bill now heads to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives for approval before President Donald Trump can sign it into law. House Speaker Mike Johnson has urged lawmakers to return to Washington as early as Wednesday to vote. The Senate deal followed negotiations that saw 7 Democrats and 1 independent cross party lines to support the measure, citing the shutdown's severe impact on federal employees and critical programs. The package also includes 3-year appropriations for the Department of Agriculture, the Food and Drug Administration, Veterans Affairs, military construction, and congressional operations. However, the legislation does not resolve the ongoing debate over extending health care subsidies under the Affordable Care Act, which benefit 24 million Americans. The shutdown, which began on October 1, has left hundreds of thousands of federal workers unpaid and disrupted critical services, including food assistance and air traffic management. But still on the foreign scene, where Syria has formally joined the international coalition led by the United States to combat ISIL. The announcement coincided with Syrian President Ahmed al-Shaara's visit to Washington, where he was welcomed at the White House by U.S. President Donald Trump. Syrian Information Minister Hamza al-Mustafa described the arrangement as a political cooperation and declaration affirming Syria's role in combating terrorism and promoting regional stability. Syria becomes the 90th country to join the coalition, which aims to prevent foreign fighters from joining ISIL and eliminate remaining elements of the group in the Middle East. Ahead of al-Shara's U.S. trip, Syrian security forces carried out 61 raids targeting ISIL cells nationwide, arresting 71 suspects and seizing weapons and explosives. During the White House meeting, President Trump praised al-Shara and agreed to a 6-month suspension of U.S. sanctions against Syria. Al-Shara toppled former President Bashar al-Assad in December through a swift armed offensive. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Queen Chima. Good evening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race for deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore. As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
I'm not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
All stands, greet.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English? Yes, sir. Okay, now what we go use henceforth? Okay, carry your pen. Carry your paper. Hey, them for my class. People of this world, them plenty. Sins of this people, many. So many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. Multiply the answer you get now waiting, they make come and they cry. The answer you get now waiting, they make rich man, they mess and lead us the lie.
Right after that, even to you. You cannot continue this way. This country cannot continue along this line. How can that man at his level, even if he has a problem, he cannot reach me and say, look, I'm sorry. See what I have. You will send soldiers to intimidate who? We are all from this country. And this is government. You cannot be higher than any government. You cannot be carrying guns to intimidate people to not to do their work. Let me tell you, if God got you was first staff, who spoke to me now? You could have killed everybody here. No problem. I'm not one of those that they can intimidate. I'm doing my job.
We are not intimidating anybody.
That's what you're doing.
The civilian, the engineer mobilized to site, and then staff or workers of SEDA.
Oh, for objectivity.
And that was the voice of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, having a confrontation with a military officer due to activities of land grabbing. Time check is 9 minutes gone past the hour 4 hours. Welcome you to another edition of the Platform on Radio, your premium talk station, Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. I am Priye Izogu. I shall give you insight into some of the news reports making the rounds. The Platform on Radio is a program where we dissect trending issues with our correspondent reports. Our correspondent out there some reports from the field, and on this program we take their reports and have them give us more details. Perhaps you get to hear what is not entirely in the news. On the menu today, Wike military officer clash over alleged land grabbing in Abuja. And the second story, Mosob decry continued hardship faced 30 years after execution of Ogoni 9. And the last story, commercial drivers in Port Harcourt bemoans harassment and extortion by suspected hoodlums. You know, definitely the show will be interactive. You have to call in, share your thoughts on any of this story. And remember, you can also join us via our live outputs on YouTube, our live channel, and it is Today951 FM at Today951 FM. You can also join us on Facebook. Share your thoughts on Facebook. It's via at Today951 5.1 FM, Today 95.1 FM, and on Instagram you can follow us on Instagram too, Today FM 951. Also on X, formerly Twitter, and it is Today FM 951. Listen to us only via the website www.todayfmlive.com. Again, www.todayfmlive.com, and click and listen live. So let's kickstart with the show with the very first story. There was a heated confrontation on Tuesday between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, and an unidentified military officer over an alleged case of land grabbing at the Gaduwa district in Abuja. A video of the altercation obtained by Today FM showed the visibly angry minister accusing the officer of illegally taking possession of a parcel of land in the area. In the footage, Wike questioned why the military was laying claims to the property simply because it was said to be linked to a former chief of naval staff. Tension escalated when the officer, dressed in military camouflage, interrupted the minister, insisting that the land inquisition was lawful and that he had acted with integrity. Angered by the interruption, Wike ordered the officer to keep quiet, emphasizing that no individual or institution, including the military, was above the law. The confrontation drew the attention of onlookers and security personnel present at the site. At the time of filing this report, neither the FCT administration nor the Nigerian military authorities had issued an official statement regarding the incident. So let's listen to the FCT minister and the unidentified military officer.
Where that provide even to keep. You cannot continue this way. This country cannot continue along this line. How can that man at his level, even if he has a problem, he cannot reach me and say, look, I'm sorry. See what I have. You will send soldiers to intimidate who? We are all from this country, and this is government. You cannot be higher than any government. You cannot be carrying guns to intimidate people to not to do their work. Let me tell you, if God got you was first staff who spoke to me now, he could have killed everybody here. No problem. I'm not one of those that they can intimidate. I'm doing my job.
We are not intimidating anybody.
That's what you're doing.
The civilian, the engineer mobilized to site, and then staff or workers of SCDA look at.
We've had issues of alleged land grabbers using officers of the Nigerian military and police to intimidate people who owns their land, including community leaders and all. How can we end this? And the soldiers, basically, Nigerian military, should defend the territorial integrity of the country, not going into civil matters like that of land and other civil issues. How can we end this? Now, it's even affecting the minister. A lot of people are saying, oh, the minister can't even help solve the issue of land grabbing in River State. The governor can then stop the issue of land grabbing in River State. Today, there was a big confrontation. The minister was told to go back by the military personnel. They said he should go back. There's an order. They were asked to cover that particular land space. This is a big issue. Then on the side of the minister, we saw the anger. He was interrupting the officer and they were having that back and forth. How can we stop this? Using military personnel, using police officers to intimidate people allegedly due to land issues. These are basically civil issues. How can we end this? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Text message, WhatsApp message, voice notes via this number 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. Send a voice note, send us a message, send us a WhatsApp message. Definitely we'll try as much as possible to squeeze in your messages. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Lucky Maxwell.
It's Priye Izogu. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. This is Dakuku from my pocket check.
Dakuku, your thoughts?
You see, when we're talking of this issue of land grabber, this issue of land grabber involving a let. The other day, I mentioned that government officials say, how can a minister going for land of people who should have been fight for many years to be able to take the land? If at all he can have power with a military man, you know why I don't want to talk much? Because this military man has told their right to most of these politicians. And the military is the military. Who is the executive minister to tell an officer to shut up? What is him? In Nigeria army, we are watching today. No, it's so alarming. I just tell you the truth of the matter.
Thank you very much, Dakuku.
What it seems to tell you, and the guy say, let the guy treat him as a military man. Show him, check it. Who is him?
Thank you very much.
Let me stop here. Thank you. This is Dakuku from my pocket.
Yeah, thank you, Dakuku. Let's keep the calls coming through. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Priye.
Yeah, good evening.
You know, Nigeria is a civil nation. We are a civil country, and we practice democracy here. No, where we give almost all our powers to the executive. See, people will say because it is the FCC minister that we are not in a military regime. You understand? Whatever be the case, have to follow legal process. So for me as a person, everybody will generalize this. Is Yeson Wike is minister of the FCC. Then for that reason, we will not begin to see it as a bad thing. But then let's not generalize it. Let's look at it in a very clear perspective. You understand that Nigeria is governed by civil rule. The military in this case get order even from the executive. So for me, what really happened today, I am not really okay with it because the military man is supposed to, at least if the land actually belongs to them, like you said, they should follow legal procedure rather than using force to stop the minister not to carry out his job. I'm just being sincere there. Probably people will say it's a yes or and not that no.
Thank you very much.
If the military begins to stop everybody from carrying out their obligation, then we are not in a military government. So
Thank you very
my
much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's speak other calls. Let's keep it in 1 minute so we can accommodate a lot of calls. Good evening. Lost that call. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from?
This is Honorable Chris O'Chris.
Chris, your thoughts?
Yeah. If you are going to equity, you go with clean hands. And before you remove what is inside my own hand, please remove your own first. Are you not here in River State when one man from Ronalaja, the farmer, crying the way they grab his own land under FCT minister? He never rescued that man. He never answered that call. He never go to a tree and ask this man, who are those people that grab your land? Now you are going to remove your own matter here. Land grabbers, put everywhere here. Be stopping. See, we are going to go with clean hand. We are going to Abuja to drag land, to collect land from military. Why your own boxers here? People are collecting their land. You cannot do anything. When I want to judge, I judge the way I see things. FCT minister, come back to village here and collect land from your brother.
Thank you very much.
And give to the farmer.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling from Monavi, Port Harcourt.
You can go on your thoughts.
For this land grabbing issue and also the winter versus the military in Abuja, that this thing they are bringing for this is a very big issue. Government should understand that allowing people to be doing whatever they like. This is a very big issue to the state, of the nation. What is going to do everything because judgment for justice for one and justice for all. They're supposed to, at least federal government, like they're supposed to intervene for that issue, not to allow the military to be covering. Nobody knows the problem of the military, and nobody knows the problem of the military outfit.
Thank you very much.
So that people, the military people will not take advantage of such.
Thank you very much. Your line was not that clear. Couldn't get what you were saying. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Priye.
Yeah, good evening. Robin Maja.
Obed Chima is my name.
Oh, Obed Chima.
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
You can go on, Obed Chima.
Yes, Priye. This is one of the things all of us are clamoring in Nigeria. Inability for those who are the head of affairs to keep or obey the rule of law. You understand? Military does not need to show might. If they have properly acquired the said property, they have to present whatever that needs to be presentable. No need to show might. Then on the FCT minister, the story we have heard allegedly that he confiscates people's land and convert it and hand it over to his friends. We have heard that. That also is very wrong. Because for me, I'll be asking questions. What is the relationship between this FCT minister and land issue? Because it's getting out of hand. You understand? So, this is what we are saying. All of us are victims. Him also, he has not become victim because overhead is saying, oh, you think we are all of us are Nigeria. These are the same things some of us, cry sometimes. So please.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, the one and only Priye Azogu. A blessed one to you and a bad one.
Good evening, but I need to say something to you in person.
Okay,
please,
thank you.
Please, when you are saying things, don't try as much as possible to use our platform to incite people. The last time you did it and I didn't like it, please don't do it again. Please.
Okay.
If the next time you call, I'll cut you off. Thank you.
Okay, Priye Azogu, you see. Sincerely, when we talk about this issue of land grabbing that has gotten into another higher level and higher degree, that to me, I would say is a non-national problem. You see, like looking in my own Jerusalem here in River State, where this thing started, and some of the government institutions were being used as a means of doing such or perpetuating such acts. And now, it is very obvious and clear that even in the FCT now, looking at what was happening here, is being replicated up here in FCT. Now it's because it's a military officer that now we are hearing it. But we have heard about vulnerable Nigerians who are not even in government or this thing, which they have used in the name of this their government ways of doing things to grab their land. But now they have had confrontation with somebody who is up to their equal now. They are not saying this and turning around about. But you see, some persons who are grabbing land here in the state, they learn from these such people who has been doing such here in the state and which we see now is being replicated there in the FCT. I don't understand though.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next story. The movement for the survival of Ogoni people, Mossab, has decried the continued hardship faced by the Ogoni people 30 years after the execution of Ogoni 9 by the military government. President of Mossab, Professor Anda Y. Ogusu, stated this at an event marking the 30th anniversary of the Ogoni martyrs held at Mossab Peace and Freedom Center, Bori, in Kana local government area of River State. Professor Y. Ogusu lamented the persistent environmental pollution and long-term exposure to harmful carbon emissions, which he said continue to claim lives and destroy communities across Ogoni land.
They're supposed to have been on ground, a social welfare package that will take care of the children or the wives of those that died. So what did we do? We decided to visit all the families of that 13 that lost their breadwinners. We did, and we're giving them encouragement that most of us is going to come out with some program. So we need to put our thinking cap and start thinking about the future. Pray for the youth, because there's so much distrust, so much fears in us, to the point we are trying to reduce Ogoni, which is one ethnic group, to micro-ethnic groups. Because of what? Because of sentiments.
In their separate remarks, the president of National Youth Council of Ogoni People, Raymond Wibasi, and the representative of the Federation of Ogoni Women's Association, FOWA, Patricia Kabari, appealed to the River State government to support and remember the families of the Ogoni martyrs who had served the state before their death.
today we are marking a celebration of our husbands that were brutally murdered. Yesterday, we went around to visit the widows of these men, and it was a pathetic situation. So I want to appeal that the federal government should remember the Ogoni women at the grassroots. Those widows of the women that lost their lives for this struggle should not be left behind.
The president have done so well by acknowledging our heroes. And now that the president has done that, we are further now calling on the state government led by Governor Similaye Fubara to emulate that which the president has done. Kensaro we once served in this state as a commissioner. We know Kobani as a former commissioner, and a lot of them, we are asking the governor of Rivers State to honor these families so that they can fall back to the wives and children of these fallen heroes.
What should the government do, federal and state government do, to appease the people of Ogoni? A lot have happened to these people. And what happened in the 90s is something that we really need to correct in our history. The killing of the Ogoni 9, the Ogoni 4, and a lot of people died after that incident. What should the federal state government do beyond recognition, beyond awards and all? What should the government do? Yes, we'll have IPREP and some other interventionist agency going into Ogoni land, including NDDC and all. But what should they do? They're talking about the family of the Ogoni 9, the family of the Ogoni 4. They have been left alone. They're calling on the first state government, including the federal government. What should the government do to appease the people of Ogoni? Because I've attended a lot of Ogoni events. The people of Ogoni are not happy. That's a fact. It is a fact. So what should the government do differently to appease the people of Ogoni? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Priya, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, my name is Fugo. Priya, you will agree with me that when the Nigerian Civil War was over, every region of Nigeria, all regions of Nigeria, showed their hatred on the Igbos. Until date, nobody has compensated, nobody has given the Igbos anything to ameliorate whatever they have suffered. I do not know why Ogonis will sit down and begin to wait for federal government to bring succor. All the devastations that was done in Igbo land and so on and so forth. Is there any reparation to date? So why will the people just sit down because the environment was polluted? This one happened. Our crops not going there. Our food not being produced in these areas. Why will they sit down, knowing the kind of people we have in government? And when election comes, we don't try to put in the right person. Left is fighting right, right is fighting left. And when anybody who is not even after our welfare goes in there, we begin to cry.
Thank you very much.
And we advise them to look for a way they can just, sustain themselves and put off their eyes from what federal government will do for them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Oh, we lost our call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Your name, where you're calling us
Yeah,
from?
this is Rich. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
No, Rich, your thoughts?
There is one adage that says injustice to one, injustice to all. When you see fowl using his or her leg doing something that you don't like, pursue that fowl, because if they kill him, he might take the share from the leg. What was the Ogoni people stance on when people from Southeast are talking about the marginalization of our Nigerian government during the Civil War? At times, I hear some of them that is it only them, Igbo people, they are looking for trouble. Southeast people, they are looking for trouble. When people are talking about what happened to them, you join hands so that during your own time, we can still join hands and support. So you want me now to support you that injustice is in your life, but you don't agree that there is injustice meted on my own people. No, now, it's not like that. So let us endure, please, my Ogoni brother.
Thank you very much.
Endure it. Now, so we endure now. Endure.
Thank you very much. Let's squeeze in one more call, maybe 30 seconds before we go for a commercial break. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Zion from Port Harcourt.
Mr. Zion, we'll do it in 30 seconds before we go for a commercial break.
To the Ogoni people. So much money has come into the Ogoni people, but the people in charge of this money are so greedy against their fellow brothers. What is too much from what they have received to recognize the Ogoni matters. What is wrong with that?
Thank
the
you.
money that
Thank you
came
very
to
much.
Rivers State
Apologies.
that somebody say belongs to somebody.
Apologies. Let's just go for a quick break. We'll return. The platform on radio will continue.
That's the lie. The answer you get now waiting, they make young boys and girls.
Smart mama.
Yes.
What do you they make, sef?
I dey make breakfast plus Peak 456 growing up milk. E get DHA wey dey help the pikin brain to develop well. Custard, ogi, tapioca, just name am. Peak 456 growing up milk come get calcium, vitamin D, and ogbonge protein to make pikin strong.
Hey, I like am. I go dey nourish my children with Peak 456 growing up milk.
Yes,
Grow up strong and smart with Peak 456 growing up milk every day.
All stands, greet.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajanti's High School.
You're welcome back. It's the platform on radio, your premium talk station, Today95.1 FM. I remain Priya Izogo. Let's continue with the conversation. What should be done to appease the people of Ogoni? Apologies to the last caller. Yes, we just have to go for a commercial break. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Johnson calling from Omoma.
Johnson, your thoughts?
I think, you see, these people are very greedy. I'm very sorry to use that word. Are they the only people that have their people killed? Why is it that they keep making noise? And when allocation is given to them, they will down it and eat it and clean their mouth every time they will be making noise over the radio. Let them bear it and continue life, please. Let them not be disturbing people with Ogoni 9, Ogoni 10, Ogoni 11.
Thank you very much, but that's their right. Come on. If you want to ask for yours, but they have also felt the pain during the military era. So come on, it's their rights. That's my opinion, though. Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I'm Sam, calling from Port Harcourt.
Sam, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Ogoni people are asking for their rights, and people should understand that. Because that's your own, that you cannot ask for yours. And if the Ogonis are asking, I don't think it's too much. But the thing is, all these IPREP and all that, that's all those means that the federal government have been trying to, reach out to the Ogonis. Are you sure that it's the Ogoni people that are the one managing those funds that is coming to the Ogoni land? I don't want to believe that it's the Ogonis, because even what we're experiencing in NDDC, you see,
you have to believe that it's the Ogoni. The current project coordinator of High Prep is from Ogoni. He's from.
So that's project coordinator. What about the other persons?
Another very important position again is the board of trustee. I think
it's not just the important position. I'm calling you. I'm not from Ogoni. I'm from Aoda. But the thing is, at times they bring in someone from the north to come and manage something that belongs to someone from the south, and it's wrong, because the person will not feel the impact. He will not feel the pains that the people are going through. So you need to allow the people from that area to manage it. Then if their brothers now hear that they've voted in billions into their account and the person mismanaged it, they will go after the person. It will be easier to go after the person.
Thank you very much.
Your bodies they are fighting for their right, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. It's Michael on the line.
Yeah, Michael, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Ogoni should be allowed to advocate for a fair share in the oil that the Lord has given them. So if other tribes are adamant or have tried and failed, it doesn't call for for us to say that we should keep silent. There has been a lot of degradation in the environment. People couldn't go back to their means of livelihood because of the polluted water and the environment and others. But one thing I want to advise is that the Ogoni should come together. There are a lot of acrimony among themselves. They are not speaking with one voice. And this issue of divide and rule, by the Nigerian government, which they inherited from the British, is really playing negatively to the Ogoni people. They will only select some few people and they rub oil on their mouths. And you will see the same people from the same land fighting against their brothers. That is the reason why there's not been a headway, in developing Ogoniland.
Thank you very much.
I plead with those elites to have that mind, to be patriotic to their people.
Thank you very much.
Let this word go round.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's move on to the next story. The chairman of the Drivers Welfare Club of Nigeria, Chuba Branch, Afam Kolinus Ogba, has lamented the incessant harassment and extortion of commercial drivers by suspected hoodlums operating around Rumokoro and its environs in River State. Kolinus Ogba narrated the ordeal of one of his members who was recently accosted by a group of boys while driving from Choba through Rumokoro. According to him, the hoodlums demanded an illegal settlement before allowing the driver to continue his journey, even after he presented his official ticket, a daily levy paid to the recognized transport union. Kolinus Ogba further explained how he arrived at the scene to intervene and identified himself, but the hoodlums still refused to release the vehicle before he reported the incident to the Rumokoro police station, and to his dismay, the officers allegedly advised him to settle the matter with the hoodlums.
Got to a point where they now requested that since he could not give us the money, or show us your tickets, he showed them River State Internal Revenue tickets that we buy on a daily basis. He also showed them the one we buy from Obra, or they said he should give them money, or show them every other thing that he needs to show them, which he did. This boy still insisted that he has to give them money, otherwise they will impound his vehicle. Through to their threats, they had his vehicle at Rumokoro Park. He called me and I went to the scene. They said that he did not show them our membership tickets. I told them, if he had showed you government tickets, then why bother him? We did not sell government tickets today because of logistic problems. While we speak, those boys almost mocked us that we should give them money. So I ran to Rumokoro police station to complain to them. Rumokoro said that it is not police business, but that we should go and settle with them.
Meanwhile, the affected driver, Matthew Alaniye, whose vehicle was impounded, while lamenting that drivers are constantly harassed despite having valid documents and tickets, appealed to the River State government and relevant transport unions to take decisive action against the unlawful activities and ensure the safety and dignity of legitimate drivers in the area.
I saw a lot of vehicle parked at the bus stop there, so I need to move front a little bit to offload my passengers. So all the tax force people now double cross me, ask me I should say to them, I say, oh bros, please, this is early morning now, and this is my first trip. When I come back, I will come and say to you. From there, they refused. They started dragging. And I said, okay, let me see your basket, which I provided, your sticker, all the necessary things they asked me. So then I say I must say to them. Before I know, they just bundle me out from the steering. So they take my vehicle inside the park. So I now call my chairman. They now meet a woman called Chia Lady there. So the Chia Lady now say, no, I'm going to pay 30,000 naira. So my chairman now said, no, so you don't have the right to hold me. I belong to driver welfare. Buy the ticket and everything. I'm calling on this Obiapo chairman to intervene on what is going on, so that we will not be passing through this stress every.
The government, local government, state government, doing enough, sincerely, in stopping the activities of an harassment by hoodlums and louts along major roads. It's becoming a very, very big issue. Now, hear the conversation. They went to police station, according to the drivers. When they reported the matter to the police station, allegedly, police are telling them to go and settle with the hoodlums. What kind of a society is this? This is a big problem. How can we settle this? We've had issue of cult groups station themselves along major roads in River State, in different bus stops, collecting money. How can we stop this in our society? It's becoming more like a jungle environment, an environment without law, a lawless society where people can come out and do anything and get away with it. And it sounds legal at the end of the day, like they make it look legal. How can we end this so that the drivers can apply the rules safely, passengers can move and get to their destination at the right time they want to go, meet up their schedule? How can we end this in our society? Is state government and local government really sincere in fighting this issue of louts and touts, cultists that have taken over the streets when it comes to the transport sector in River State? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Text message, WhatsApp message, voice notes via this number 0701 9339 962 0701 9339 962. What can be done to end this frequent harassment of drivers? By this, for me, I see them as criminals. Yes, they are criminals because I've seen them operate. If you don't pay, sometimes they'll try as much as possible to destroy your car, impound your cars. So what should be done to end this on our roads? Phone number still remains 0810-9510-951. Text message, WhatsApp message, voice note via this number 0701-9339-962. Some will say the political will, because we've seen these boys, election day, they are the people that come out sometimes. They are the people that come out either to snatch ballot balls or to intimidate people or to carry cane to flog people that are not from the state or people that are from the state, people that will vote and people that will not vote. So it looks more like compensation to them. Oh, you've done this for us, so we'll give you so bus stop, this bus stop, that bus stop. Now go to collect money from there. That's exactly what it looks like. How can we stop this on our roads? How can we end this? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. If you can't get to us via the line, lines are acting up, you can send us a voice note. We'll try and play it. Number remains 0701-9339-962. You can also send us a text message or WhatsApp message still on that same line 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. What should be done to end this on our roads?
You understand pidgin English? Yes! Okay, now what we go use this for? Okay, carry your.
The lines are acting up. Let me go to the text message WhatsApp platform to read some of your messages. Let's start with the text message portal. Good day, Priye. Who is grabbing what at Abuja? Is it FCT minister trying to effect service, or the military wanted to grab land at Abuja? Mr. Dennis, the situation is quite confusing now. We need clarity from the FCT administration and also the Nigerian military, because what the FCT minister said, he got a call from the chief of defense staff that told him definitely, possibly they will manage the situation. Let's move to the next message. Good evening, presenter. Asks Wike how many land grabbers did he stop in River State, or he's using style to collect more land in Abuja. Josephine from Bodo City. This one, greetings. Wike say nobody is above the law, but when Wike was governor of Rivers, he refused to pay those demonstration teachers, even after the court gave him order that he should pay them. He should not cry, Mr. Sampson. Let's move to the WhatsApp platform. Yes, let's start with the very first one. Good afternoon, Priya. The minister's behavior is so low. He should have decorum because he is a public officer. But this is where many things goes and nothing happens. He was insulted. Here's the message again. He was insulting the young man. So shameful. For Madam Christie, Priya, do you know that these boys also molest young men around places like Rumokoro, Rumokuta, Rumola, stealing funds, money, stabbing some, etc., and people are passing by in broad daylight? It is a very big issue. As with this message, Press Wiki, are you sending us a press release? We're asking for your opinion of the story. This is more of a press release. I don't think that's for us. Okay, let's play some voice notes. Yes, we have this one.
Good afternoon, Priye. My name is Mr. Victor, calling from Port Harcourt. See, Priye, let me tell you, this issue of Apollo boys in River State, it will not stop. It will not stop, oh, my brother. They have people that is backing them up. It will not stop. Thank you.
Let's go to the next one.
Good evening, Priye. I what River State has turned into? Just like you said, the state is like, not is like the state is a lawless state. It's like a sheep without a shepherd. But then when I see things happening in this state, I wonder, do River State really have governor? What is the governor doing? Is he not aware of all these things? Most of these vehicles you see on the road, people owns them, not actually the drivers. They make accounts to the original owners. They buy fuel, they maintain vehicles, they buy tickets. At the same time, these hoodlums, these responsible people are on the road, extorting the drivers. From pole to pole, you see them, especially Lagos bus stop as you see them along Ikwere Road as Ikoku area, you see them around Rumokuta, Rumokoro. In fact, they are everywhere. Doesn't mean that the government is not seeing all these things. It baffles me all that this kind of thing is going on in the state. I'm Frank from Burukiri.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. Let me read these messages. Yeah. Okay. Christy. Okay, I've read this. Let me go to this one. I will advise the FCT minister to tread with caution, but telling a military man on uniform shut up is dangerous and must be discouraged. That could be calming down. No, this is Aboyo Kensney from Mokuta. You're advising Dakuku. That's his pressure, man. He's always like that. You can't stop that. You can't stop the man. That is how he expresses himself. Let's read this message. The Ogoni saga is simply a tragic tale which cannot be told or screened without a deep knowledge of the personality of Ken Saro-Wiwa. Ogoni as a community should unite and deliberately have a common cause based on the principle their fallen hero lived by. This is Chimene Hoaka. We have this one. The political class cannot intervene nor stop louting because they are the boys, men, women for election duties. They can't cut their nose to spite his or her face. Okay, this is from Kano. Oh, I get your message. Okay, now you can actually comment on any of the stories we've discussed today, from the very first one, which is Wike military officer clash over alleged land grabbing in Abuja. The second story, Mossop decry continued hardship faced 30 years after execution of Ogoni 9. And the last story, commercial drivers in Port Harcourt bemoans harassment and extortion by suspected hoodlums. Phone number remains 0810 9510 951. 0810 9510 951. Text message, WhatsApp message via this number 0701 9339 962. You can share your thoughts on any of the stories we've discussed today. Phone number remains 0810 9510 951. 0810 9510 951. Text message, WhatsApp message, voice notes still via same number 0701 9339 962. Let me go back. It seems we have another message. Yes, we do have a very lengthy one. Greetings. I am Friday Olu Uniport. The propensity to illegally acquire public lands anywhere in Nigeria is a hallmark of those in authority, be it the military or political leadership. Such unconscionable and raw display of power is symptomatic of underdeveloped country where power is might. The FCT minister is also culpable of this raw display of power. Most choice areas in Port Harcourt, the capital city, are virtually owned by the FCT minister. And that's what you are alleging. Even the ones legally acquired by some private concern before he became governor have been forcefully taken by him. Who's he trying to impress now? Oh, you're asking the question. Friday all. Let me go to the WhatsApp platform. Yes, we still have another one. Hi, Pray. You have said it all. It's a settlement for the boys. The governor had no say to stop them. I'm Eric. This is Eric. Let me play this voice note.
Hello, Pray. Good evening. My name is Ken. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Please,
See this Aburo stuff, very possible to stop. Very, very possible. It took one man to make a pronouncement. Subsidy has been removed. Hardship started in Nigeria. And they are following into the letter. So what stops one man from saying, no more Aburo on the road? Priye, go to Aba. Go to Aba. Do you know how tough Aba used to be before? Even your private vehicle can't even, if they see a foreign number that's not from Aba, you're in trouble. But these days now, you can go to Aba with peace of mind and come back, no issues. Where are the Aboros? Nowhere to be found. Somebody said Aba must be good. Alex Oti, let other governors learn from him. Our amiable governor can learn from him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me still see if we have another message. Squeezing because since the lines are acting up, so you can get to us via the text message portal 0701 9339 962, or you can still call our lines. Keep trying. You get to us 0810 9510 951. Comment on any of the three stories. The very first one, Wike military officer clash over alleged land grabbing in Abuja. The second story, Mossop decry continued hardship faced 30 years after execution of Ogoni 9. And the last story, commercial drivers in Port Harcourt bemoans harassment and extortion by suspected hoodlums. I think we have voice notes. Yes, we do have a voice note. Let's squeeze this in.
Good evening, Priye. I want to comment on the harassment of drivers. It's really pathetic and painful to see someone who come out to hustle for their daily bread, and you see people trying to truncate them, illegal people trying to extort them and collect illegal fees from them. And they are not the only ones suffering from it. I know that personally, me, there was a time I was calling the night at Arumokuru. I met some hoodlums who attacked me, and they asked me to bring money. I refused. When they wanted to take my life, I had to give them whatever I had on me just to save my life. So it's really painful. Where it pained me the most is where in that statement that the police said they could not do anything. So for a police who could not arrest illegal people, that shows you there's a problem in this country, because one, as long as they are there, they're illegal. But for police to say that go and settle with them, we don't have a problem with that. Somebody, the institution that's also protect us, are now saying go and defend yourself. It's a very big problem. The governor should look into it. So thank you. I'm happy calling from Interior.
Well, thank you very much, Happy. Let's see if we have another message. Yeah, keep sending your voice notes. If you can get to us via the phone line, keep sending voice notes and keep sending your text message. Phone number still remains 0701 9339 962. Again, 0701 9339 962. You can also try the phone line. Keep trying. You get to us 0810 9510 951. Slowly again 0810 9510 951. Share your thoughts on any of these three stories. The very first one, Wike military officer clash over alleged land grabbing in Abuja. Mossop decried continued hardship faced 30 years after execution of Ogoni 9. And the last story, commercial drivers in Port Harcourt bemoans harassment and extortion by suspected hoodlums. And keep the line, keep the calls coming through, keep the messages. We'll try and squeeze them in. If a minister can be stopped from entering, he sees him, basically we see him as the governor of the FCT. He even sees himself as the governor of the FCT. If he can be stopped basically from entering a piece of land, then who will be? That's a very big question. Let me go to the text message, the WhatsApp message. If we have any new one, we don't have for now. Keep the calls coming through 0810 9510 951. Let's squeeze in 2-3 calls, then we call it a wrap on today's edition of the platform on radio. 0810 9510 951. The lines are acting up, but keep trying. You will definitely get to us in the studio. Keep trying. You will get to us in the studio. Yeah. Phone number remains 0810 9510 951 0810 9510 951. Text message, WhatsApp message, voice notes via this number 0701 9339 962. Let's read this message. The FCT minister was stopped because President Bola Tinubu will be defeated come 2027. Right now from Woji, I'm trying to relate the both incidents. You're joining the 2027 election and that of the land issue in Abuja. That's your opinion. Let's look at the text message. You don't have any for now. Should we squeeze in one more? Yes, we get one more message. We'll call it a wrap on today's edition of the platform on radio. Says the lines are acting up. Yeah, we're trying, but it's not working. The lines, network providers, part of the issues we're having in Nigeria. Yes, part of the issue. On that note, we call it a wrap on today's edition of the platform on radio. The platform is produced by the news department. At the same time tomorrow, do have a lovely evening. I am Priye Izogo. Up next, it's Waiting They Happen with Mazi and MC Kuro. Good evening.
You just the HS City. Shut it down. And there's the VG City. Shut it down. Michael level for HS City. HS City. Richmond corner be VG City. VG City. You try at AJ and VG City. All together, oh yeah, all together. The answer you get now waiting, they make Richmond oppress. And then suppress. The answer you get now waiting, they make poor man depress.
Like me, it dey hard me to pick insurance partner. Now so my chiquito tell me say, Oga, stop this your fear and move to Health Insurance. Hey, now so I tell you start to go test am. Hey, what? Did you sweet my body reach ground oh? Now then, I don't deal with since then oh. To buy your insurance plan, make you die *1100# for sharp insurance. If I want fight claim, I go just use the simple life mobile app, check out, and before day break, I don't see a lot sharp. Not be able the sweet part be that safe oh. I dey enjoy better discount from hotels, spas, and other jollification places where you get their reward program. Play, my pista. I've been a fear of trusting people that they command my body. Waiting you they wait for. Make you visit www.healthinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIROS. Or make you die 1100# to get fast insurance today.
Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelt.
We are not just a station, we are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Today's news in 60.
The National Agency of Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, have directed a ban on the production of sale of alcoholic beverages packaged in sachets and small bottles below 200 ml by December 2025. The Diabetes Association of Nigeria has called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency on diabetes care, warning that the country faces an alarming rise in cases and deaths linked to the disease. Reproductive health specialists have advised women planning to conceive to prioritize preconception care, noting that early health assessment before pregnancy significantly reduces the risk of complications. Medical experts have advised women to limit the use of tight and heavily padded bras, warning that such undergarments could cause discomfort, nipple dryness, and long-term breast-related complications. Another foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced deals that aim to lower the cost of popular weight loss drugs, as pharmaceutical prices take center stage in his administration's messaging around affordability.
Today's news in 60. In 60.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
What did happen? They say wahala now this one wahala be like bicycle. Waiting they happen. Now for today 95.1 FM 5 p.m. Monday to Friday bomb quem. Now here you go here waiting they happen for Niger and Obodo the world. Now that time where we they bring you ogbonge to them where go shock you. You go wonder say a person do like this. Now so we they bring am come give you acid the hot. Now where would they find way to sweep this country? Don't run. You go stay blood in the chopper. You say this one. No worry. When time I reach, I'll say I want to take. Make I see where they go. Homeland is homeland. Me, I go punket for them. Now me go be get man at that time for airport. What thing they happen? Make you know Miss Mazi Ike God Ike Machuku and MC Kuro for waiting they happen. You go enjoy yourself. No forget to say woman they chop our recharge card woto. I don't tell you now say this place na education center. As you sit down here with us from Monday to Friday, you go enjoy waiting they happen. Waiting they happen. Make you know miss them at all.
How do I person? How do I person? This is not professional. It's not professional. Please, don't be pressing
They slap somebody. You see, they slap. He hit somebody. Who they hit?
It's okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Order matters. I'm an offside. Take to order.
So what? You had a who? I'm
an offside. Take to order.
To order that.
Mr. General.
Okay.
You
can never develop this property. I will not allow it.
No problem, sir.
I'm
only acting on my orders.
If you want to kill everybody, kill everybody.
We will not kill
you
anybody.
Cannot.
We will not kill anybody, sir.
You put yourself in trouble.
My friend, you see, what is that? You cannot shut me up. You cannot shut me up. You're my senior. You cannot even talk when I'm talking. Because I have to reach you. You're exaggerating. I'll be talking and policemen will be talking. Hey, you are taking with us. You don't have any
because you're an officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took that. We will not allow because he was chief of numbers. And then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop that?
Will
you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer. I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth, put us.
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I want to school. You're not in school.
Sir, you can't.
Will you keep quiet? Will you take food?
I'm not
you are the food.
I'm not a fool,
you
sir.
can shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not
you
a fool.
Who are you?
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you are primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
Take for which order? You see whether you love it here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go and put up your
I'm an officer. I'm not a fool, sir.
You will have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop. Go and develop here. Let me see you.
Regular officer, you won't come and
we are going to get out.
Director press.
We are aware that the land investment and the government control has been mandated to see where the illegal development going on and land grabbing. And when this was brought to my attention, I did instruct them to make sure that nothing takes place in as much as they do not have any legal paper in terms of regional approval of the land. And when they came here, I was informed that the soldiers of the military had to chase them away. And I thought probably they would be acting illegally. And so today, when I was in the office, while they came to implement the directive that was given to them by myself, I was called that the military have taken over the place. And I have to come by myself to see things for myself. It's been unfortunate. And you heard what the officer said he was sent by the former chief of naval staff. And I don't understand how somebody who attained that position, I see that he has a problem, cannot approach my office to say, look, this is what is going on, this is what is going on. Or simply because he's a military man, they could use that to intimidate Nigerians. I'm not one of those kind of persons that will succumb
happen now. My name now MC Kuro. They call me the king of weddings. I see they call me the king of jollof, and I know how they do this thing. We don't show. They always talk say Pekin with and carry for back. You need to know say the journey far. We don't show not to go remain. Now well done. Yeah.
Now going time. Now he will go ring bell. Say we don't go. But for now, we still there here. Okay, I'm back to remind you, say if you go join us for Facebook, Today 95.1 FM, at Today 95.1 FM for Facebook. Look inside the there, you go see what's in there happen. You go see all our topic there, you know plenty. Just drop your message, anyone who is with you there. We'll move them sharply. And again, you want to watch us live with the YouTube. We carry and go there at Today 95.1 FM. Live for YouTube. Go there at Today 951 FM. Live for YouTube. Then Instagram. Go Instagram and S. I know that Instagram. That place at Today FM 951. Both Instagram and Twitter and X. That is a Twitter before. X. And you want hear us? Live. Use your Android phone. Go www.todayfmlive.com. www.todayfmlive.com. If you enter inside that one, look inside, you go see Listen Live. You click them, Listen Live. You move, you go to hear us like that, straight and forwardness. Okay, I'm going to move, make we carry and come out, because time is not our friend here. Okay, I won't want to be our friend at all. Try. Here Nigeria Gurike. Make I tell you, make I just remind you here, official disclaimer for this our program here we discuss serious matters on seriously. We know that serious, so you ready here also. Not take the thing too much, okay? Just using jackery like that. Because all one person where they laugh, or person where they jollificate, or ya can do quando. And I ain't go there life. You go beat what they call IBP. How you they hear that thing you hear? It's not a person name, it is a disease. Or ya can so make you just they join us here, make we use laugh, or they jollificate. They pass all those diseases, they go front because all of us now 2026 January now would they see like this so for front all of us will go enter across this 2025 we don't carry problem complaint for us we go keep on one side cross up a new year throw away this one because
the year don't end already
this year
if they listen to us what you achieve
it's coming to a wind up it's winding up.
No, Master, you know, when we get to a new year, people have New Year
resolution.
They write things down. They say, before the end of the year, I want to get married. Before the end of the year, I want to buy 2 plots of land in Rupoku. Before the end of the year...
Take carefully, they go buy land, though. It's Okona land in Nigeria, River State here. It's not easy, because
no, but not easy. It's not like Lagos now.
If you want to buy land, because you need to
reputable.
Thank you very much for that.
A real estate with repute.
Reputable.
Yeah, reputable
real estate.
Yeah.
Do better investigating. Know the history of the place where you go by. Get the land history, the family will sell them for the real estate because they're very important. Is not a joke. Because any place that is not developed immediate criminals and land grabbers. They enjoy themselves inside that place at that time. So because very careful. So we'll talk about the year we want line up. So well, plenty people Malcolm, whether they don't meet their New Year resolution.
Some people already they've given up on it. They say when the New Year starts, they will continue.
Well, no give hope, no give up hope. No give up hope.
But they say the year has already ended.
It's never finished. In that minute they score goal. That minute, that's your dream. You can still hit it. So don't give up at all. 2025, how much have you still in the vote?
We have few days to go. Man.
Yes, about a few months, a few days. Also, you can for 11 months because now 1 month and some weeks remain. You move. But if you still get to New Year resolution.
New Year resolution.
So if you get a New Year this thing. No.
Resolution.
Resolution.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Resolution.
Resolution.
Yeah,
Resolution.
yeah.
New Year resolution. If you get them, just start now the right and keep. How last year, to take a failure. 2026, you must not fail you. So you start now, they put your resolution on the keep so that when time reach, you look at whether you don't meet them up. All the very important. But no pleasure. No pleasure yourself too much. No allow even a play group. Your influence of your friends. How can that thing make? I know they like all this alumni. I don't like them. I like them.
Most times they do it in December now.
Hey, do your thing.
No,
don't
it's a way of bringing everybody together.
Yeah, go together. Those people when they go do that alumni. Thank you very much.
Homecoming.
That is old school of France.
Yeah.
They will come mock you.
No, most sometimes
they will laugh you.
No, some of them they help each other there on that platform. Some of them they give contracts.
Good, if that is some good ones now. But some of them they come to laugh you. They want check if you could since 10 years you graduate. How market? How you there? How your life?
God,
so leave them. No let anybody pleasure you. No let them.
Some of them want to show off too.
No allow them. No me no disturb you. Follow your time amicably. As the time they go, as things they reach you, do your things. No, you no come this life for competition. You know go. I beg. So on the by, make we jump enter inside the statistics we don't happen since we live in a commodity yesterday. And don't forget to say I did for Facebook. Carry am go there Mazi Ike God. Ike Nwachuku for Facebook. Make you join us there. We did live and direct. Person who they owe airtime since we don't pay am. We know they owe anybody airtime now. So okay. The last two man, we never still get last two man where they call us since to give us number again. But today we come with good joy spirit. So one woman is supposed to win airtime and another person still win for my Facebook. Make they watch it, they go. How you take it go be. Okay, I'm gonna make you look the first story here. We'll carry can give you here. We don't get Wike don't get face off with the military men over illegal residential building. The way it take a talk, they make people, Nigerians, they ask questions about the choice of in words to the military officers of Nigeria. Nearby, how you not take to see this one? You think you say we can get right to confront the military over illegal building? Well, yes, even though you didn't get the right, you also feel the same. The way you take a talk to the military man. So that way, we ain't talking. As a leader, you there disappointed, or you think say you know they appropriate at all. You there disrespectful for them to talk to a Nigerian armed force man like that. You're supposed to respect the armed forces. You're supposed to respect us. Sorry, not be us. I'm not the armed force man. You're supposed to respect them, but the police. All the people where they serve this country, where they bring their life for front line, we're supposed to give them respect. But you see a minister, he waka come out from his office to go check land.
Jali.
Jian. Una son is representing you people well. You see, man and land, don't play with them.
No, we don't joke with land. We
don't joke with our land. So anything land, you must acquire it. You must be legal. He must be well do it. I kind of advice you get ban. If you're there for a land, bomb by land, be very careful. Know where you make your information, get your information, collect for any property one buy. So FCT minister look finish. So who go fit to collect? Everybody we don't thief our land, hold them. The point I mean go make the right choice. When you don't see FCT minister there, and they try to control and take possession of illegal structure, illegal building where they do inside the end. Don't tell they say they no go develop that place, no be under in watch. You see, no fit military, no fit come take land like that to develop. Well, the people they don't hear from the military officer where they tell us say he organ acquire the place, direct and official and original. Well, You think say this kind of thing, no be waiting for reach for FCT minister to even come down and call reach and to exchange word because according to information, say one enter the property, the military people will stand there. So, okay, order from above, this order pass you. You can't pass here. Now make you hear all that verse. Get out, oh, get out, get away, get out, small boy, hey, get out. Now this man is a big call people small boy. When I was in school, you were a child. When I was, get away, you, get out. Or now you know, cook and hammer. I know only some people where they shout, get out like that. I know where they do now. They have one hammer. You see, you go there now, talk to them anyhow. Now the next thing go here, get out, get out, get out. Is that the way leaders are supposed to talk?
Well, the truth be say, FCT minister supposed to handle this situation in a more matured way. And this particular thing,
I see losing anger very well for public too much.
Losing anger as a public figure, people they look up to very well. So the way you go about the matter, no, really to make sense. I watched the video and a lot of shouting. In fact, I we call Nollywood drama. That's Nollywood drama season.
English na banta.
Yeah, banta, ranting. They rant. This one, military, they rant. Even the military, the Navy man at some point even tell the policeman.
He said, shut up. He said, when I'm talking to policeman, how can I see know you? How can I talk? A police is talking.
Whether not 2-star general.
He said, yes. So we can tell her, shut up. Shut up. Hey, politics.
I just pray say make now the man now just a trend
because of land.
AM the man name now AM Irima.
Oh, name. You're very young boy. But I wasn't a provoker. I don't know. FCT minister, if you don't look at this one, don't reach my son, mate.
This is my son's mate.
Will you shut up?
Joe Wiki.
Shut up! Shut up!
Joe Wiki.
Have you seen my children? My first son is a liar. He's a liar.
The other one.
My second son is master economics.
Master degree.
And he went for Switzerland. So he went here to do his training. Will you shut up? Shut up. Oh no, Nigeria is a joke. Okay, one day you could have put your voice inside that one.
Yes.
You don't okay with that one? Okay, I'm going to make you move, come out from there. Can you look at the next story? When you open phone line, you tell us what you think about that provocation of Nyesom Wike and the military man. You go well, you like him. As FCT minister talk like that, he talk as your leader, he represent you well there. Okay, I'm going to move from there. Make you look another story here. I know someone has provoke when I bring this man story come. But no, nothing. You go still need to talk inside them. Islamic cleric. Why are you laughing?
No, this is some food the best.
Some people you watching now, you go see how you go first people here. But when you hear nothing they go do, you go still need to talk. Islamic cleric. Where you know na Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. He don't talk, he don't come out, he don't talk again. He don't talk, say, the claim say Christian genocide. And that genocide, where American president, he don't use because of that one. He call Nigeria CPC, that is a country of a particular concern. Well, he don't talk, say that Christian genocide, where then they talk. Say that, say, it happen for Nigeria. Say, he say, the Christian genocide, where they talk, say they happen for Nigeria, now just plan to use discredit Sharia law. Say they just want to use them to spoil the name of Sharia, spoil all the plans of the Sharia law, all the good things the way Sharia law get. Say now they plan where they get to use them, spoil the name of the Sharia law, then come from there, spread what they call Islamophobia.
Islamophobia.
Yes, sir. So now what thing they cause? So that kind of thing they won't use and cause what they call Islamophobia. That is Islamophobia. What does it mean?
Like to the fear Islam or something like that.
Islamophobia. It go cause be like where you go talk say now like the cause enmity.
Okay.
Hatred. We'll be say, well, this one here. Now okay, now these people, pursue them. Hey, you know that kind of thing will happen for South Africa. I think what in that their name again is South Africa phobia.
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia. And then South Africa phobia.
Xenophobia.
So that type way back they hate people the same, but he will not like you. Come out for here, leave all those kind phobia thing with them. Say now waiting then they try create whether people will come they hate Islam or that kind of thing them. Say now no be say now Christian genocide. Say now pattern where they want you to use to come out the Islamic law so that people will come hate Islam, hate Islamic law. Say now waiting make the West they come talk that thing. Say Nigeria they do genocide. So yes, but Muslims they die, Christians they die. No mean say now genocide. You agree with Gumi for this one, and what did you agree with them? And say as he don't talk this one claim like this, or well, you think say if you get any real cause for concern, we need urgent government attention to settle this or this. This one we don't accuse alleged now say if it happen.
Well, for now we go see them as allegedly. I know they like one go religion and ethnicity because now one thing where they cause issues for this Nigeria. You see the place where you don't, you see the place where you don't come from. You don't come from the religious pattern.
Side.
You understand? Say, okay, now this thing where they do like make to hate Islam and all that. But the truth be say, if we speak objectively, they kill Christians, they kill Muslims, but it can't look like saying the Christians where they higher. Okay. So they can't look like saying Christian genocide. No be like say that they do to one cause the one do like say the one do like ethnicity or religious this thing. No, they state the facts. The facts be say Christians now they die more for this fight.
Well, even what is the other man's name again? HF Olama here. We accept to say yes. Now Muslim man, APC chieftain, we accept to say yes. Say this killing they too much. Say in fact, say waiting Trump to talk, no be lie. In fact, another person don't come. Okay, Ojus Okalo come out today. Say yes. Say waiting Trump talk, no be lie. Ojus Okalo come.
No, they know.
Say waiting Trump talk, no be lie.
I know. So more no see I'm like from now. If you sound like this now, you can't go bring this talk now. As you go bring one kind of division. They can say okay now I want fight Islam. And okay, so the thing one I want done, I want see and I fit use talk down on Islam. Make people hate Islam.
Make people hate Islam.
All those kind of thing. So, but I know they see I'm like that, sure.
Okay. Make we just hold ground for here. When we come back, we will still summon our remaining today. For now, make we enter market to come back. I know one day by.
Verberge Imperial Hotel. Experience and comfort. Verberge Imperial Hotel is a premier indigenous catering and hotel services provider in Port Harcourt. Our hotel offers a range of well-furnished rooms with modern facilities ensuring comfortable stay for our guests. Our modern event halls can accommodate over 500 guests, making us the ideal venue for conferences, seminars, weddings, etc. Our state-of-the-art facilities include 24 hours electricity supply, constant and steady internet services, CCTV cameras for enhanced security, fully armed security guards, trained professional personnel. We pose a conducive environment as our hotel is located in a quiet and peaceful environment perfect for relaxation and focus. Our location is at Bank Anthony Avenue off Ordnance Junction, Transamadi, Port Harcourt. Contact us today for inquiries, booking and reservation. Please call 0803-272-4646, 0906-557-0873. Delivering Imperial Hospitality Services at Verberg Imperial Hotel.
My name na Joe, and I get pistantrophobia. Pista for short. This one me say, I dey fear to trust anybody. Like trust issue. For person like me, it dey hard me to pick insurance partner. Now so my chiquito tell me say, Oga, stop this your fear and move to Health Insurance. Hey, now so I tell you start to go test am. Hey, what? Did this sweet my body reach ground oh? Now then, I don't deal with this then oh. So buy your insurance plan. Make you die *1100# for sharp insurance. If I want fight claim, I go just use the Simple Life mobile app. Check out and before they break, I don't see a lot sharp. Not be able the sweet part be that safe. I dey enjoy better discount from hotels, spas and other jollification vacation places where get their reward program. Play, my pista. I've been a fear of trusting people that they command my body. Waiting you they wait for. Make you visit www.healthinsurance. Play, my pista. I've been a fear of trusting people that they command my body. Waiting you they wait for. Make you visit www.healthinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIROL. Or make you die 1100 ash to get fast insurance today.
All right, Nigerians and country people, thank you very much. As you sit on the listen to Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People, and this program now waiting to happen. The person that voice here, my name Namaze Ike God. Ike Wachuka here with MC Kura. We don't be plenty to can give you still the just talk. The last one who don't talk about the shake, Gumi we don't talk. Say, I said the Christian genocide. Whether they talk, no me say Christian genocide. They happen for Nigeria. Say they just they push this propaganda to use and discredit Sharia law and they spread the Islamophobia among the people for Nigeria. When we don't talk, put inside that one, we don't go leave them. When you open phone line, you put your voice inside there, we agree with them, or you don't agree with them for that one. Okay, I'm going to move over, make we look inside our bongo story for today. This one is
choke.
Is a choking. It's all choke, chala. Over choke the year with the warrior. And we go like to play this voice note, make you hear them. We go play the voice notes. Anyhow we go play them. And this one we don't call for how we fit take protect innocent people from false accusation, especially for families. You think they're supposed to get a stricter punishment for people where they make such serious false claims against people. If they do false allegation and not get information, they just want to make it bring that person down. Make it be say they finish him, they kill him. This one will not even be saying from far place. This one will happen around. Around. That is me say, your enemy, and be the one who go inside house with you. And be this one who will go call him. Well, this one will follow the story, but on the go around now for Nigeria since this story been come out sometime, I think in the last month.
Yeah.
Well, that story been come out. We've been seeing the news and we just leave us small. But unfortunately, informate and the story, it don't change again. So we'll still bring them. Make us still summary and give you. Don't they tell you, so even if we bring story, give you here. Anyhow, the story take a twist. We will still come twist them quite. As it take a bit for you because now here you could get the original update. Okay, I'm going to buy you what to be the story for today. Now the one who will break a camel back. Even person who won't trade the camel don't get a hunchback. One man away in wife, away in love, well. A wife of Ronanga, when you has sun is a sunshine, is a moonlight, is a sugar in the pie, is a sugar in the tea. The only mosquito that suck is the blood. And when you not watching why nothing never call and finish a sweet name. Oh, why your mom everything now him. You know, say the man is still the defender. One man away in wife. He don't falsely accuse the man. He accused the man, he accused him because of a family small matter like that where they get. He come accuse the man. Carry the matter, go reach police, call police to come arrest the man. The police itself, but go arrest the man, put him for hand, lock him up. Carry him go this police station, see him making light his statement. Welcome man to say no go light anything. Until he see lawyer, see no believe this kind of story. Say this story na lie. They say na lie, say na you do him. They say in wife you accuse him. Accuser say he left in 2 children, in 2 daughters of 2 and 5 years. I see that to the last month. He said man who left in 2 children. The police don't arrest and so people been take carry last month. Police don't arrest the man who go keep him. The man who dead there. They shout, say this thing is not lie. How we go his own children were in love well. What thing go fit to reach him? Ndi born more than here na Enugu man. So we know they like this, we know they do this kind of abomination. Say God forbid it not be him. Nothing the man will not deny finish. Police assemble. The accusation is accusation. And you have to prove yourself.
You have to prove it beyond.
Thank you very much.
Every reasonable.
Okay, we'll make you play the video. Drop a message, I will still come back to read them for this side. We need to play that video. Make you hear the man. Even take the defending wife. Say, no be my wife who talk this kind. They say, your wife accuse you. He said, lie, no be in wife. In wife, when in love, well, not going to fit accuse him. Wife, he no know when in wife will come out from his house, will go police, go. Waiting into the wife, one. Because I didn't get the story of waiting into the wife.
They say him been get some kind of issues with his wife, where they call domestic issues within the home. So, well, you know, no saying wife, we don't plan this thing for our mind.
It is just because of small quanta.
And one of the sad
small disadvantage.
One of the sad
disagreement.
We see a video where the wife they tell the children, say, make them
we go
talk.
plan. Make we hear them.
It's just sad.
I don't know. I've been threatening if you leave the secret. You defend your children.
I defend my children?
Yes, of course.
I've
been threatening her that if you leave the secret that you're going to kill her.
No. Hey!
Alright, that is what put it in right.
This is not me. No. This is somewhere. Madam, I'm so much. What's your man? Who
It's not me, you talk rubbish. I feel right to
not. If you leave it on the mail,
come on, right? This is the thing. This is not
I don't know you don't know. There is a statement in
God of we.
You see how police take the harass this man. You see how police harass him for information we no investigate first. Police they harass them, they accuse innocent man.
You defend your children.
I defend my children.
Yes.
Sir, open my mouth. Open my mouth. I'm not going to feel what you say. I think it's something to read me because I'm a woman. I really know what you say. All the guys I need is you.
Man, refuse to a standby lawyer. Before you can
one thing where I go advise Nigerians again, anytime police arrest you, no allow police to intimidate you. You get the right not to make any statement, not to write any statement. Now you're right. Nobody get right to force you to write any statement. Tell them, see, no, they write them. You need a lawyer. Every police station is supposed to get a desk for legal advice. You need the legal lawyers for the police stations to stand there.
But once you've been advocating for this thing very long time. No.
Not allow anybody to intimidate you to say write statement. No write them. Don't write any statement in any police station. If your family member, your lawyer, or anybody where you trust not there by the side, don't try it next time. Because they force this man to write statement we're not supposed to write. Gent, here waiting, we are final. Final, after investigation, I can hear that is something they always talk. Police carry out investigation before arrest. That is how it's done in Applaud. You go investigate before arrest. Somebody come with allegation. You never even carry the children to go confirm whether it's truth or not. Final, medical report where they don't come carry the matter. They go test the children. They can't be saying a lie. Say nobody enter the children in London. You arrest innocent man for nothing. Here when the moment they teach the children a bad thing. They teach them to spoil their papa name. Hear them. Oh, wow.
Say it again. Your daddy. Your daddy touch your bumper. Touch my bumper. On Saturday. On Saturday. Your daddy touch your bumper on Saturday. Yes. Say it again. Daddy touch my bumper. On what Saturday? Saturday. Say it again. Your daddy.
Wicked woman. Oh God, you can't get at all. Never be well with you. Well, they don't sue her. Police don't charge her to court for defamation.
Well, the truth we say, I no go this surprise if some of the things they come for they come report say rape case. Some of them na false claims. And if we thought say, okay, yes, we have some people advocate say the rape case now life imprisonment, some people saying even death sentence. And some waiting be the person we go, the person we falsely accuse the person, waiting be the person own sentence. Because this one now, if they say na stone, they don't stone the man in done die. And when in die, that story don't go. If you know even hear about say
young person where they die without that instant case.
You understand? So before some people raise alarm,
and another thing in jungle justice.
Jungle justice, because
I say accuse the man and now stone him.
I don't date the situation where they accuse person of something we no do.
Look at that law for now.
At the end of the day, they can't find out, and they nearly kill the boy. They don't find out say a false claim. Now everybody come they say
stop jungle justice. Say no to jungle justice. Not be you hear anything. Kill him.
Man, see, you know the truth. Now, man, people go always say yes.
Yes. On the man, it happen. Some pedophile they do am.
It happen. But as now, people no even they ready to even. You know, see the way the police will they interrogate. They no even they. It doesn't a woman. They for say okay. But as now, man, no even they. Some people say look the man face from his face. You go no say ain't go feed do. Because maybe if you ugly, neatly you're ugly for this life. You say you be bad, you be dead.
The devil. Try make it fine. No bunch children work fine. Okay, I'm going to buy you make and give you make una follow put una voice inside any of the three ways people now they don't bring three to give you here. Don't hear the last of bonga one there and the one way Islamic clearly Sheikh Gumi. He don't talk say that Christian genocide and a lie. Say they try to spoil Sharia law. And Islamophobia now they want to bring up for Nigeria. We don't get face off with military people over building residential building, illegal building where and don't go to stop. They don't agree with them. But the choice of words we in use so they asking and the kind word where leaders they supposed to use for Nigeria be that they tell military man shut up. Who are you? Get out. All right, 0809109510951. The second phone number there na 0701 9339 962. Our WhatsApp and SMS number now be that one 0701 9339 962. The only phone number here now 0810 9510 951. If it's this 10 voice note to that WhatsApp, we go play them. Hello, your name and where they call us from? We don't reach your domot. Who they there?
Man say I beg, I no one call my name. Just waiting I want to talk.
Hope you no come out from our topic.
No, you no come out.
You are sharply.
About this woman now, we accusing husband falsely.
Sharp, quick, 1 minute.
So, this kind of thing don't happen to me when I get issue with my own wife. You know what I mean? Yes. You know what I mean? Do after me and her quarrel finish, I know they talk to them and come go to their place, stay 6 months, come they say people, see, even if I no go marry, I make I come carry my children. You know, say I go carry my children. The next day, go call police for me. Say I can't kidnap my children. They may be my children. They come, police come carry me, go station. Say I go as the kidnapper. After much more, after the investigation, they come find out say na my children. They ask, I say, who born this girl? He say na me. Who born this boy? He say na me. They say the DP go there. Come say, how you say you can't kidnap your children? But now they say na him born them. So I beg, for this our country now, you see women, they are very, very risky. So
well, not be all women. Not be all women.
But not be all. Not all.
Child, sorry.
Anything concerning man and the woman, now make government or police do the investigation proper. Once you take this raping matter now, some girls want to take advantages of that. Whether you don't do them anything, you don't do them, they want to say, don't rape me, make you go suffer. So now the only thing.
All right, thank you very much for that one. Well, it's unfortunate. Make it they're very careful. You know, they're very careful. It's unfortunate. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Off your radio.
Good evening. I don't offer.
Good evening. Good evening. Your name, sir?
Nsikura, good evening.
I will greet back.
I beg, I choose to remain anonymous. I want to explain my own experience. You see this matter of woman accuse a man. It happened to me this year, this September, we just passed. Did they hear me? This September, we just passed. My woman abandoned 1-month-old baby, come off for house. Since to 7 in the morning, this baby cried till around 3. I no get option. I have to call one of my police friends, report the thing. He said, okay, if I get anybody who could take care of the baby, make I call, make they come take care of the baby. Or better still, I carry and go orphanage if I go fit afford. I call another wife to come carry the baby. Till 6 o'clock, this woman no call me. This woman come call me after 6. The first question when she asked me, I go take care of the baby, or make she come carry her. They come carry him how? Where you dey? She say she dey market. After 3 days, I no see this woman. I now go to the police to report. When I reach to the police station, now women police, now lady police, them I meet. So I try to tell them, say, see why I come. I know what make una arrest her. I know what make una do anything. I go bring the baby. Make una only hand over the baby to them. Advise them. Make she no abandon this baby. Again, wrong.
All right. You not supposed to carry your pikin and give her again. Sorry. Make we take other calls. No verse. You're not supposed to give that kind of woman your baby again at all. Hello. Carry on, sir.
Yeah, people like Gumi. They are the reason why they say bandits, terrorists not really finish or not. That man loves bandits. He loves terrorists. Be
careful with your words. Don't say love. There's no time when tell you saying love terrorists because.
They support them now. You have been supporting them.
It advocates for some people who don't mean to say he love them.
Yes, he don't speak for them, he don't represent them. See, such persons now they make the not go backward. They should bring him to book.
Okay, thank you. No commit any crime. If you commit crime, Nigerian government know how they go take it, go find them. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mark.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, MC.
Evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, this is a comedy Israeli book from Ahoda.
Carry on.
My brother, that is.
Hello? Usually, but the thing don't come out here. Hello?
Hello, Master. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, this one I just left for the call from Mama. I see, could I greet you?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, you see, the issue of women don't kill a lot of people with false accusation. Because now we live in a world where people they believe waiting women talk more than the men. Now, if now something be say, I think if that allegation, people mob the man and kill the man. This story for not come out. So, most cases where they talk about women, they rape women, like you said, most of them not be true. Women, they are a level of thinking. They think straight. And when a woman won't pull any man down, he will do everything to put that man down. As at that time, it takes grace of God when they realize it's okay, this one a mistake. So we have to be very careful in most things where they believe when women they say they do them. That one is number one.
All right, time not today for number 2. Make we take another call. No verse. Hello. Good evening, one name.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Buruga.
Good evening.
Yaga. Good evening, sir.
College P, they call it from Port Harcourt.
Buruga.
But you see police work before, and a very nice job. Before, back in the days, early 80s, then, if you go call police for person now, they go send one police from the back, they'll go make their own investigation. But now, it may be so. You see, women and the false accusation, Nigerian government and River State government, they need to put eye because this is not too much. Thank you so much. Now my contribution.
Thank you very much. Dear Shapali, hello, your name and where the colors.
Yeah,
good evening, sir.
My name is Choma calling from Romolo.
Bruga one.
Okay, me, I won't put mouth for this my brother where our land where miss for River State where they go discover Abuja. Sandy man now, some of our land here where we don't locate them
we don't trace and reach Abuja. So we know they use our land in the place. So any place where we there as an important person, any land where around you know Papa land. So if not, how can a minister who come and discuss himself publicly, shouting for 3-star army general?
Now leave him.
Because of land. All this land where we don't carry for Port Harcourt here, not to us. Now I don't wait Abuja, and I want to us. Nah, I beg, I don't come up for this line.
Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where the callers, last caller, sharply.
Hello, Ike, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Antifora, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, in fact, I know they happy. Sorry. Story I'm hearing about our minister, our own brother, going to disgrace himself. He said, God can test people. This is the way God is testing him.
He no disgrace himself. He go invest for people who won't take a land, we no the right.
Huh?
Invest for people who take land, we know the right according to him. But the people they claim say they get the land direct. But him they go first and say, why will I go take the land? Who give you order? Where will I get the document from? Make them come show him.
Yes, sir. So the process that he will take is not that way. At least you have to go back to his office and call it in order. They bring the documents, they process and check it.
Okay, Phil say no supposed to go outside the day and go shout for the people.
He's not supposed to. This is a man that is looking to be a president of the country tomorrow. So it's not supposed to be.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, SMS time. He don't reach you. This one say, good evening, Mazi Ike God and MC Kuro. Expert texting from Eberi Omuma. FCT minister, go and have rest because your voice are not sounding well. From expert. Which one be say your voice are not sounding well? Is that not how he speaks? What's there? Mazi, good evening. Why should Wike call the military man a So we shouldn't use that F word on the radio. He should know that power is rotating tomorrow. Somebody will call him, okay, to Josephine from Budo City. Josephine from Budo City. Okay. Good to know. Mazian MC Kuro, it is not the FCT minister that was talking. It is, who should be say it is 40 years whiskey? What's that? Is that like an insult? ED? Don't say that. Good evening, Mazian MC Kuro. YK has the right to question illegal accusation of... Okay, WK has the right to question illegal accusation of land, but he does not have the right to insult anybody. Since he builds land for judges, he should do so for the military personnel. Christians are the ones intentionally killed in Nigeria more than the Muslims. Madam Cynthia from Rukwaku, thank you. Mazi and MC Kura, hello. To the best of my knowledge, police, they always dey careful for husband and wife matter. But for police to arrest a man without proper investigation implies say that woman gets one police bobo where they throttle her allegedly. The man should demand 20 million naira for settlement. Chinedu Obia. Chinedu Obia, what's the meaning of throttle? Okay, greetings, wise man. Honestly, Wike is overstepping his boundary. If I may ask, is Wike the only one that have a lawyer as a son? Nicholas from Port Harcourt. Mazi, do you have a lawyer as a son?
My son is a doctor. Now the face of this young man is just a trend everywhere.
Yeah, they say na Port Harcourt.
Yerima, Navy, Nigerian Navy. Now, look at this young boy. I give him a you stand in front of our Yerishiwan, they respond to them. Now you're a soldier.
Okay, this one say why will Sheikh Gumi not support those he's soliciting for? Note, now from there in choppings they come, so he will always stand for them. Well, you do not have fat to back up your claims. Thank you. Mazi and MC Kura, I greet on a Friday Olu Uniport. Some policemen they behave like Stone Age people. As they don't charge you woman to court, waiting go be the penalty of the primitive policemen with the enforce statement from the man under duress. As for Wike, that's him style of talking down on anybody without decorum. He no follow for a leader way in call himself leader. Mazi, good evening. Any man we no fear woman, they risk in life. Thanks from Bright. You say, man, good evening. Any man we no fear woman, they risk in life.
Well, me I know the fear.
Jesus, oh boy. Okay, my enter WhatsApp, boy. You want to pick some message?
Make I look for Facebook here. Acquire from the elder one. Manke Tane Adubabare. Okay. Adubabare say, how did we get here in Nigeria? You ask question there. Intellectual poverty in action, child. You say, I said long ago that with characters like Chief Yesowike, he said the future of legal profession in Nigeria is doomed. I respect the intellectual courage and composure of the security officer. Well, the young man tried. he refused to be intimidated.
I can never be intimidated.
He refused to be intimidated. The man tried to intimidate me. He said, you cannot intimidate me.
What about if they call his superiors?
He's a superior, huh? He gets
Much later.
Eh?
Much later.
They're not going to do amendment because the man stand on the order. If him be allowed,
he's having a face-off with the minister.
He not concern him. He's a military. He's working under instruction.
That's why he has to face.
That's how military is. If he disobey in oath, you know the punishment when he go receive.
That's the 001 of FCT.
Leave him. He's a military.
He should be loyal to the
He has the flag of this country on his shoulder. He has the responsibility of Nigeria on his shoulder. Time will not be again. Okay, let's go and take some 50 years. Tomorrow we'll continue again. For now.
When the tide turns, life begins again.
The Kalabari Renaissance Foundation presents the Kalabari New Year Festival 2025
on Sunday, November 16th, 2025. Time 10 a.m. Venue Elim Kalabari, Torusaramapri, Degema LGA, River State. It's a celebration of renewal, unity, and heritage. Experience culture, music, dance, storytelling, and the proud spirit of the Kalabari people. Kalabari New Year Festival 2025. When the tide turns, life begins again. Powered by the Kalabari Renaissance Foundation. Be there.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South Sound, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Thank you for joining us. Good evening. This is the World News on your premium talk radio today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. And the headlines: protests erupt at National Assembly over stalled confirmation of NERC chairman nominee. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and soldiers clash over Abuja land dispute. Federal High Court restrains PDP and INEC from proceeding with National Convention. On the foreign scene, Mexico arrests former intelligence agent in 1994. Luis Colosio assassination case. I am Lucky Maxwell. Fresh controversy has trailed the delayed confirmation of President Bola Tinubu's nominee for chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, Abdullahi Ramat, as protesters stormed the National Assembly demanding that the Senate conclude the process without further delay. The demonstrators, comprising Ramat's supporters, civil society groups, and rights activists, marched around the parliamentary complex chanting solidarity songs and waving placards bearing various inscriptions. Their demonstration comes weeks after the Senate stepped down Ramat's confirmation despite his successful screening by the Senate Committee on Power, chaired by Senator Iyin Naya Abaribe. Leader of the protesters, Ahmed Sulaiman, told newsmen that his group had submitted petitions to both President Tinubu and Senate President Godswill Akpabio, alleging that certain vested interests were working to frustrate Ramat's appointment. Sulaiman argued that Ramat possesses the requisite academic and professional qualifications, as well as valuable experience, adding that it was surprising and deeply unsettling that his nomination was stepped down on October 22, despite being recommended by the screening panel. The group appealed to the Senate leadership not to yield to the machinations of those who do not wish Nigeria well, urging that Ramat be confirmed in the national interest, unity of Nigeria, and the success of President Tinubu's administration. A tense confrontation broke out earlier today between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, and a group of armed soldiers who reportedly stopped him and his entourage from accessing a disputed parcel of land in the Gaduwa district of Abuja. In a video circulating on social media, the minister, accompanied by the top Federal Capital Territory Administration officials, had gone to inspect the site when soldiers guarding the area denied them entry. Visibly angered by the soldiers' resistance, Wike questioned the legality of the occupation, accusing the military of acting with impunity and warning that no one was above the law. The minister alleged that the land had been unlawfully acquired, insisting that there was no record in the FCT administration's archives showing any legal allocation to the military or its personnel. Wike vowed that his administration would not condone any form of land grabbing or intimidation within the territory, adding that the rule of law must prevail.
Why that provide even to you? You cannot continue this way. This country cannot continue along this line. I can that man at his level. Even he has a problem. He cannot reach me and say, look, I'm sorry. See what I have. You will send soldiers to intimidate who? We are all from this country. And this is government. You cannot be higher than any government. You cannot be carrying guns to intimidate people to not to do their work. Let me tell you, if not God was first staff who spoke to me now, he could have killed everybody here. No problem. I'm not one of those that they can intimidate. I'm doing my job.
We are not intimidating anybody.
That's what you're doing.
The civilian, the engineer mobilized to site, and then staff or workers of SCDA look at.
Despite Wike's protests, the soldiers reportedly stood their ground, claiming they were acting under directives from a former Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Zubairu Gambo. They maintained that they would not vacate the land until instructed otherwise by their superiors. The Federal High Court in Abuja has restrained the People's Democratic Party, PDP, from proceeding with its scheduled national convention, pending the hearing and determination of a suit filed by former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido. In a ruling, Justice Peter Lifu also barred the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from monitoring, supervising, or recognizing the outcome of the convention until the substantive suit is concluded. Justice Lifu noted that a previous judgment by Justice James Omotosho on October 31 had already stopped the PDP from holding the convention, stating that allowing the party to proceed could prejudice Lamido and harm his opportunity to contest for the position of PDP national chairman, a post he is constitutionally qualified to seek. The PDP had initially scheduled its national convention for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan, Oyo State. But Lamido, through his lawyer, Jeff Njikonye, had filed an expert motion on October 31, seeking the interim order to restrain the party. At that time, Justice Lifu declined to grant the motion outright, instead ordering the PDP and INEC, the first and second defendants in the suit, to show cause why Lamido's request should not be granted. The trial of 4 accused suspect of kidnapping and killing a pharmacist, Mwenalo Sunday, from Zakmo community in Kanaluku government area of River State has suffered another setback at the River State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt. The matter, which was scheduled for the adoption of final written addresses, could not proceed following an oral application by counsel to the first defendant, Collins Adeli, who informed the court that he had not been able to file his address. The presiding judge, Justice Augusta Kingsley Chukwu, consequently adjourned the case to November 18, 2025, for the adoption of final written addresses after the request by Adeli was not opposed by the prosecution counsel, Precious Odu, and other defense lawyers. On the previous adjourned date, the court had rejected an additional document tendered by the first defendant counsel after the prosecution strongly objected to its admissibility. The 4 defendants, Confidence Kirine, popularly known as General Ila, Precious Mona, Loveday Liga, and Sonia Barisaga, alongside others still at large, are facing trial for the alleged kidnapping and brutal murder of pharmacist Moenalu Sunday, whom they killed and mutilated his body before dumping the remains in a pit and his severed head allegedly taken to a shrine in a nearby community. In a related development, Justice Kingsley Chukwu also adjourned to February 9 and 17, 2026, the trial of Leesop Bugesere, the fifth defendant linked to the same murder case, following a request by prosecuting counsel Precious Odu from the Rivers State Minister of Justice, who sought more time to prepare his witnesses. It would interest you to know that Leesop Bugesere and several others still at large are also facing separate charges of cultism and attempted murder of Ganitoba, an incident said to have occurred in March 2023. Former president of the Movement for the Survival of Ogoni People, Mosop, Legbosin Piagbara, says the struggle and legacy of Ken Saro-Wiwa and the Ogoni Eight remain alive 3 decades after their execution. Speaking at a one-day symposium organized by the Niger Delta Movement for Justice, Piagbara said the sacrifices of Saro-Wiwa and his colleagues challenged Nigeria's neo-colonial structures and shaped global environmental and human rights movement. The former Moso president highlighted Saro-Wiwa's pioneering efforts to link environmental degradation to the Niger Delta, including gas flaring, to global warming and climate change.
The cause of environmentalism in Ogoni, Nigeria, and the world at large today is partly a product of the sacrifice of Ken Saro-Wiwa and his ultimate death. Just as he predicted, the global focus on Ogoni environment today and the Niger Delta is brought about by the struggle that was nursed, nurtured, and championed by Ken Saro-Wiwa. His death not only challenged the neocolonial structure called Nigeria, his death brought Nigeria to his knees. Today, there are several processes globally that have been bettered because of the death of Saro-Wiwa and his fellow travelers. The UN Global Compact, the UN Guiding Principle on Business and Human Rights are all put in place in part due to the death of Saro-Wiwa, because Saro-Wiwa was among the very first to link gas flaring in Ogoni and Niger Delta with the issue of global warming and, by extension, climate change.
Piagbara further urged environmentalists, human rights defenders, political activists, and indigenous communities to unite and continue the fight against environmental destruction and exploitation in Ogoni land and the Niger Delta.
I therefore call on all environmentalists, human rights defenders, political rights activists, indigenous people, Ogoni people to remain united, focused, committed to the struggle that was handed over to us by Ken Saro-Wiwa and our fellow travelers. I call on all of us to join forces as we fight to dismantle that neoliberal capitalist forces that entrench poverty in our land, that continue to destroy Mother Nature, that continue to destroy our environment, that continue to make our water no longer safe for us to drink, that continue to make our air no longer safe for us to breathe. They're going to make our land no longer safe for us to walk on. Let us fight in order to make the world a better place for all of us.
Meanwhile, families and community leaders have renewed calls for the recovery of the remains of the Ogoni Four, 31 years after they were brutally killed, emphasizing that proper burial is essential for reconciliation. Speaking at a press conference in Bordeaux to mark the 31st anniversary of the killings, Kenneth Kobani, son of the late Chief Edward Kobani, and former Minister of State for Trade and Industry, described the continued denial of the circumstances surrounding their death as an insult taken too far. Kobani, who stressed the importance of release the remains for proper burial and lasting reconciliation, expressed concern over attempt to distort historical facts, insisting that the killings occurred in broad daylight and the perpetrators are known.
I want to emphasize that they were murdered by our own people. This event took place in broad daylight, so the culprits were identifiable. They didn't cover their faces. We had every reason to hate people for what they'd done to us, but we felt that to do so will only play into the hands of the evil men who murdered these great men. We chose to leave our bitterness behind. Some of our brothers have continued to live in denial. You cannot deny what happened and to pull the wool over our eyes. Their spirits call for restitution. Their spirits are asking us to tell those who know where their remains are to please give us their remains. Even if it is their skulls, let them give us their remains.
On his part, Chris Barignon, secretary of the Gokana Unity Forum, called on Mosop to immediately release the remains of the Ogoni Four to their families and issue a public apology.
Ghana Unity Forum and the peaceful and people of Bodo, Gomu, and the entire Gokana strongly commend Mr. President for his unwavering commitment to the progress of Ogoni has demonstrated in his giant strides and, most importantly, his relentless efforts to the ideals of peace and reconciliation in Ogoni has further shown in the prestigious posthumous national award bestowed on the Ogoni 4, particularly the commander of the Order of the Niger. This is an official attestation and recognition of their lofty contribution to Nigeria and the payment of the most supreme sacrifice for the Ogoni struggle for social justice and development.
Earlier, the paramount ruler of Bodo City, His Royal Highness John Bebo Berebom, represented by the chairman of the Bodo City Council of Chiefs and Elders, Chief Baraba Polycarp, stressed that peace and reconciliation must begin with the safe return of the fallen leaders.
Time, they say, heal the wounds of the past, but the scar remains. The peculiarity of the event made it not only distastefully horrific, but unforgettable. Healing the wounds of the past necessitates the safe return. I repeat, safe return of the remains of our fallen heroes for proper burial, for the repose of their innocent souls. Because instinctively we believe they are stocked away in a safe vault. This will pave way for reintegration / plan to harmonize the remembrance event without segregation in the true spirit of reconciliation and ameliorates the sad effect on the living. We leave a legacy of peace, not turmoil.
The Ogoni 4 are Chief Edward Kubani, Chief Albert Bade, Chief Theophilus Orage, and Chief Samuel Orage. You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. We'll be right back after this short break.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Thanks for staying with us. Now the rest of the news. The second in command in the lineage of late Aka in Rumaholu community in Obiakwa local government area of River State, Israel Obi Njowo, has faltered the claim of his elder brother, Apostle Bartholomew Egonu, over the ownership of the Oyaoluwa farmland. Obi Njowo, who alleged that his brother sidelined him for insisting that Nyagwa is entitled to his rightful share of the disputed land, emphasizing that their grandfather Aka had married 2 wives, including Nyagwa's mother, making it necessary to allocate inheritance accordingly. He insisted that the farmland allocation for Samuel Nyagwa, father of Stephen Nyagwa, confirms the family's recognition of their entitlement and counters Egonu's assertion of exclusive ownership.
One more Bartholomew Egon, we are together. He is the person now ruling in the compound. That he doesn't want any of us to appreciate with him. So the whole land, one more monopolize everything. The community has been saying it. Even though the community owned, we use it together. That his father forest all that places. But up to now, I have not gotten anything. He monopolized everything. Our father's property, which is Aka property. Yoga is from Aka family. Njowo is from Aka family. Egon, Aka family. But Amade Waka is dead. It did not give him any portion. Ezenyegwa does not get any portion. But he is Aka's son. He is supposed to get share. He has farmed there about 2 times or 3. Even the one that Shino, who is late, is who farmed there too.
Obi Njowo's statement comes amid growing tension within the family over the ownership of the valuable farmland, which has long been a source of contention in Rumaholu community. Christians in Port Harcourt, River State have staged a peace walk to strengthen efforts to eliminate violence against individuals within the community. The Public Affairs and Religious Liberty PAL, Department of Port Harcourt West Mission, organized a one-day rally under the theme, End It Now, eliminating the plague of violence against persons within the area. The campaign brought together professionals from various walks of life to promote messages of peace, respect, and compassion, while creating awareness amid advocacy against all forms of violence within homes, churches, and the wider community. A legal practitioner, Urang Ogotute, who also serves as the director of PAL department, emphasized that ending violence was not only a social responsibility but also a divine call to uphold justice, compassion, and peace. Today FM's Deborah Adamu reports that the rally commenced at Mile 3 and concluded at Rumokuta, with participants carrying placards and banners bearing messages of peace. The Ehianwo family of Rumongawon community, Rumondarawere, Rumokuta clan in Obiakwa local government area of River State has announced the passing of their patriarch, late Elder Meshach Onwume Ehyonwo, who died on 6th April 2025 at the age of 90. According to the burial program by the chief mourner, Elder Sonny Ehyonwo, on Friday, 14th November 2025 at 3 p.m., the body will leave the mortuary for a brief stopover at his maternal home in Anaka, Oboguru, in Obiakwa local government area. Later at 6 p.m., the body will be taken to his compound at number 2 Farm Road off NTA Ngbaba, Port Harcourt, where it will lie in state for an all-night traditional wake-up. On Saturday, 15th November, the interment will take place at 11 a.m. On the foreign scene, Mexican authorities have arrested a former intelligence agent suspected of involvement in the 1994 assassination of presidential candidate Luis Donaldo Colosio, a case that shocked the nation and remains unresolved. Judicial sources said Jorge Antonio Sanchez Ortega was detained in Tijuana, Baja California, and presented before a judge. Colosio, the Institutional Revolutionary Party PRI candidate, was shot during a campaign rally in Tijuana on March 23, 1994. His murder is widely regarded as a pivotal movement in Mexican political history. Weeks before his assassination, Colosio delivered a speech criticizing the corrupt old guard of the ruling party. A killing like the assassination of U.S. President John F. Kennedy has sparked decades of conspiracy theories over who may have orchestrated it. Although Mario Abuto Martinez was convicted as the lone perpetrator and remains in prison, the identity of those who may have ordered the killing remains unknown. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. We told you that protests earlier today erupted at the National Assembly over stalled confirmation of the NERC chairman nominee. The FCD Minister Yeson Wike and soldiers have clashed in Abuja over a land dispute. You also heard that the Federal High Court in Abuja has again restrained the PDP and INEC from proceeding with the party's national convention. On the foreign scene, you heard that Mexico have arrested a former intelligence agent in the 1994 Luis Colosio assassination case. Stella Sasongo Okori, editor of the news. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on todayfmlive.com. On Facebook at Today95.1fm. On Instagram at TodayFM951. On X at TodayFM951. You can also join our YouTube Live at Today95.1fm. Good evening. I am Lucky Maxwell.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
You may not realize it, but do you know you can always show your love for others with simple gestures? Here are some of them. Always look for the good in people. There are two sides to every story. We have our good and bad sides. So, look for the good in people. Focus on people's potential. Everyone has potential. So, rather than put them down, help them realize it. Choose to love. If you're given an option between giving love and receiving love, choose giving because that is a more practical choice. Treat everyone as equals. This means letting go of all the prejudice and partiality. See people for who they really are, not their jobs, not their apparels or bank accounts. If everyone does this, then the world will be a better place. Love yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So, before you try to love other people, love yourself first. Forgive. We all make mistakes. So, whether it's a family or a stranger, the best way of showing love is forgiveness. Everyone deserves a second chance. Show compassion. Care for other people. Care for what they are going through. Do what you can to help. Give back to the community. Remember that a single drop of water can cause countless ripples. That donation, no matter how small, can inspire others to do the same. Smile, even to strangers. Remember that you're never fully dressed without a smile. So, do not underestimate the power of a smile. Not only does it lighten up your face, it will also brighten up another person's day. Be the spark of positivity you want to see. When you smile, the whole world smiles with you. This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
letter from the local government. Fobra gave 100,000, including both the pensioners and those in active service. Local government, a dime. Those of us who retire, pensioners from local government, 1 naira a dime, we never received from anywhere. When now the best coming, Fobra will still give them 100,000 as a Christmas bonus. But the local government workers,
thank you very
1 naira is not given to us.
Thank you very much.
Well, I thank you for this platform that you give us this opportunity. I thank you very much. So today, God will bless you. Thank you, Maxwell.
Thank you, sir. Do you think they will still receive 100,000 this time? This is a peace has returned. When there was no peace, they were receiving money. Now when peace don't come, you think they will pay them? They will give them Christmas bonus? I don't understand this peace. So I go say you get peace, they're hungry. Usually, it is when there's war that people usually go hungry. Not when there's peace. But this, I mean, I don't even understand this kind of peace. Anytime they are fighting war, there'll be starvation because you have limited food, and UN will, they'll be careful, on how to bring food aids and all that to victims of war. But this is why they say there's peace, and people they complain like this. When there was, in quote, not war as in physical war, but when there was whatever you want to call this thing, when there was political fight, choppings they rich people hand now. Civil servants they got 100,000 during Christmas. This time around, we don't know. We don't know if they will get 100K. I think they are supposed to even increase it. They are supposed to get 200K now, right? Because as time goes on, things are supposed to improve. Life is all about growth now. So let's see if they will get 100K. Good evening. Go ahead, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, what is in my mind? It's a fact that in the elementary law, it said that the object of criminal liability is to deter others from committing similar offense. Even if I'm not a lawyer, but that is a fact. What is in my mind? The last time I recall that the governor, when he came on board, he told us that some permanent secretaries behaved outside the rule of the civil service, Therefore, he was going to visit them. It's more than 1 month. And they are still collecting salary. They are still working there. Is it that what the governor said was just a mere rhetoric? Or what is going on?
Hello? Hello, Rabbi Macho? The call number is 0810 9510 951. Good evening.
Yeah, Maxwell, good evening, my brother.
Go ahead, sir.
All right, this is calling Paul. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Are you with me?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay, please, Maxwell, on my mind this evening, my brother, is about UPTH. The last time I checked, UPTH was supposed to be a place of, a safer place for people when they come back healthy. I went to UPTH, my brother. I find out that politics are going wrong. I asked myself, the Ministry of River State, what are they doing? Because you need to go to that place. You can even go there yourself and see for yourself. My brother, if you go to UPTH, you ask yourself, this kind of place, does this kind of place exist in this River State? Somebody told me there, although allegedly that the doctors that are working there, that they own private hospitals. That is the reason why the doctors are not attending to people the way they are supposed. So I ask myself, River State government, what are they doing? Because UPTH are not supposed to remain like that. This is the truth. Maxwell, if you go to UPTH, you really ask yourself the bed sheet they are putting on the foam. I wonder the last time they washed the bed sheet. Thank you so much, my brother. Calling from Port.
All right. UPTH is owned by the federal government and not the state government. It's a federal institution. Federal owns all teaching hospitals. The federal government owns all teaching hospitals as well as federal universities, federal colleges of education, federal government colleges. Then general hospitals and the one here, the River State Teaching Hospital, is owned by River State government. The local government is supposed to preside over primary healthcare centers. They have shared work for everybody, and everybody to don't run leave their work. Good evening. Hello.
Lucky Maxwell.
Yes, Dr.
Hello.
Martin.
Yes. As I was saying, the governor told us that some permanent secretaries behaved outside the rules, set rules for them, and he was going to do something. And it's over a month, and I've not had anything. Has the peace been made? Is that part of the peace, the quietness? Has he been asked not to do anything? But I think if that happens, that will encourage people in positions to continue to behave anyhow and how they like when the opportunity beckons. So the governor of River State, who is holding sway on behalf of me, you and millions of people of River State, should step up to tell us something. Let him tell us. What is it, the permanent secretary, what did they do actually that contravene? People should be punished for actions and inactions. That is why laws and rules are made. Our society is polarized this way because people are not punished. Most importantly, the political bourgeois, they feel they are above the law because they felt we are a conquered people. They control the funds, they control the security. I have been worried, and I think I should use this platform, what is on my mind, provided by Today FM, to ask questions. Governor Sim Fobara, Your Excellency, can you please talk to people of River State and review your statement, what you earlier said, that the permanent secretary did wrong? If they did not do anything wrong, also talk to us, because people cannot do anyhow and they are there still collecting River State money as a salary. This is what is in my mind. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Max, what's on my mind? Someone is talking about land grabbing in Abuja without equity. Recall, government's name was used to acquire slaughter market, and today, personal super business is on that land. Amazing. Kano, thank you. Which one is super business? What's the name? Is that the name of a business? Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Welcome.
Okay, what's on my mind? I want to talk about the confrontation we had with the military people. First, I want to sincerely express how happy I am for the boldness which the military man had. And a person like Wike, who is a minister, a figure in this country, rendering abuses on him, yet he stood his ground and he was so polite. It's one in a million. It's one in a million. So this is what is in my mind.
All right. Keep your calls coming in. Maxwell, what's on my mind is the... I'll take it. Good evening. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear you?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
What's on my mind is the rate at which...
Can you speak up, sir? Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Speak up, sir.
Hello?
So, I don't know if it's network from your end. Max, for what's on my mind is the delegation sent to UK by Tinubu to negotiate the release of Ike Kuremadu. He should also negotiate for the release of all ordinary Nigerians in UK prison. What is good for the crocodile is good for the lizard. Mr. Lucky. Who is crocodile? Who is lizard? Good evening. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, please, what's on my mind is the rate at which we have policemen and women on the streets of Port Harcourt extorting people. Today I went to, I think, a greeter. There's a second part of the greeter. There are some ladies in their police uniform extorting people. Sure, there was this car that was in front of me. The car had to open his door to give them money, like the three people checking point he met. And they didn't bother to check if the guy had something in his car or nothing. And that was, I was surprised to even see women that have children at home. I was like, my mother was saying a disgraceful mother to a beautiful children. And the police commissioner we have in the state has, I think, go to everywhere, including government, close to the police headquarters. They are doing that. At the court, they are doing that. Anywhere you go, you see policemen, they are extorting. Is it that the commissioner of police or is not aware, or this media Palaba is he has been on the road looking for people and finding these people that are extorting. They don't catch anybody. Nothing. No one has been caught or been taken to. I don't know. It is just becoming so obvious, very disgraceful that our policemen, rather than what I heard, somebody went and reported some talk trying to extort a vehicle, and rather than come to the aid of the police, the victim, they said the person they should go and sit with the area boys. This is what our police has become. Like nothing goes, everything else goes in this country. No security, nothing. Collecting money, not checking cars. People are moving around with drugs and guns allegedly, but they won't even bother to check. Just give them $100 and they'll go for good. Whether you kidnap, you have somebody in your truck that you kidnap, they don't even care. This is what is on my mind. I think the police should do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I've taken that one. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Talk Your Mind.
Oh, yeah, Talk Your Mind.
And they call you from Agada Odwal in Abodwa local government.
All right, sir.
They talk about this solar light. They don't share all these things throughout the Odwal village. But Agada own no light. They don't want to give us that light. But every day we hear say the manager director, that's some who say don't give all places light. But our own, we never get light. So we know we just die, keep silent like that. We never get light. They give us our light. So that we could enjoy River State with solar light. Thank you.
Thank you. As you talk within your mind. Good evening.
Master, good evening.
Yes, Wellington.
What's on my mind is that Nigerians should begin to, even in church, a market, who leads them, how they lead them. Discuss it like you eat your food so that this society can be transformed. Who leads you at the local level, as youth president, market leader, church leader. That is the only way we can do this. That's what's on my mind. Keke leaders, bus drivers, leaders, welfare. Begin to talk through to leadership so that you know who want to lead you, what they have of mind to do for you. They are like I'm speaking in my mind now. That's the only way we can transform it. Don't be shy away from talking what is going to happen in the leadership. Who you want to lead you. That is the only way you can transform a society. Thank you and God bless you. That's what's on my mind.
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Zion.
Go ahead, Mr. Zion.
The rate at which our teenagers and young people are using drugs is a call for concern. Now, it's not only restricted to only the male, including females. They smoke, they drink, total abuse of substance. And this age bracket I'm talking to is less than 25. Less than 25. 16, 17, 18, so you see them. The question is, should we allow them to be this wayward, uncontrolled, out of the radar of parenting? Growing up as a child, we were privileged to be among those Sunday school children. Assemblies of God, may God bless that church. Even though, for now, it's like they don't exist. But
no, don't say that about a particular church.
No, I
they
didn't
are still
say
existing.
anything wrong. Okay, they still exist.
Yes.
That's why I don't know if they still exist.
They do.
So
Very
since
much.
they still exist, please, can they bring back that old tradition? A way they bring a lot of young people together, aiming us together, teaching us morals and principles. We need to secure the destiny of these young people. And most of us that thought we can take our children to school, they pay 5 million, 10 million. When your children come back home, they will come and meet these ones here on the street. So you find out that your 10 million, 20 million you are spending on your kids might be a waste if we don't secure the future of these ones. Let me stop here for now.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, Lucky Max. What's on my mind? NDIC has refused to pay some former Heritage Bank depositors the money in their account up till now. We have filled forms. We are even tired of calling them. Please, they should pay former Heritage Bank depositors their money. My name is Nyama Amadi from Port Harcourt. I remember Savannah Bank in those days. My mother's money is still there. Nigeria is a very funny country. That's why even when they talk about, oh, this agency, we ensure that your money doesn't, we are just living by the grace of God. Else, when it comes to money, people's money are supposed to be intact. The government is, that's why, you see, leadership is the whole fulcrum, is the whole thing. Once leadership fails, rest assured, every other agency will fail. Because, I tell you something, if leadership, as in if you have people of good conscience who are in positions of trust, as president, as governors, rep members, you might not have all rep members or senators as good people, but you have reasonable people there, and they want the nation to move forward. They will appoint credible people that will man these positions, CBN, governors, NNPC, and if anybody misbehaves, of course, the system will take care of the person. But the populace must be protected. But here, you're on your own. No? You're on your own. Oh. Please, who sent this message from Omoko? Please put your name, We'll address it. I've seen your message. 0810-9510-951. So you just know that, just like the people, some of you are talking about what the altercation between the officers and the FCC minister is leadership failure. Haven't you seen army and police fighting? NSCDC and army fighting. Haven't you seen them? Videos. Thank God for social media. You know, it has its own disadvantage too. But thank God for social media. You understand? So that's the thing. It's leadership failure. When leadership fails, everything fails. It's as simple as ABC. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Maxwell.
Dr. Chris.
Yes, good evening, Maxwell.
Go ahead, sir.
Maxwell, it's so embarrassing. You know, like just the last thing you are saying, I wanted to call, and you know that has made the social media. It's everywhere in social media. You see, I don't know how some of us who are fathers behave and what we want our children to learn from us. But I must salute the military guy. I come out my car for that military guy. He is so polished. If uniform people can be like that guy, that means we'll get it right, and we are getting it right. But for the politician, I'm not surprised. But that attitude is just a pure disgrace to Nigerian politicians. We are not surprised of how they behave, but that was taken too far. I'm so. It's unfortunate. How could you behave like that to a military man? You even told him he was a small boy. You should have told him how they treat small boys by ignoring him. But to Nigerian military, I want to salute them. They are wonderful. If they can produce such refined gentlemen like that military guy that I saw today in what I watched, kudos. But you see some of these guys, that's why they didn't want Obi to come. Because if Obi had come, some of these guys would go on exiles. Some of the people you call politicians in Nigeria, they know why they don't want Obi to come. I pity Obi. He may have to go and share his money, share it to, some of these houses. The kind of house I mean. Share your money to schools, write your will, help people. They will not allow you to rule in this country. They will not. Such people like this, who are ready and bent to destroy the image of a typical politician in Nigeria. They will not allow people like Obi to come. Because if people like him to come, such people cannot be in power. A home minister displaying a gross level of arrogance and, I don't know how to say it, but it's shameful. He should go and pay that step in his house and come out with a better character. But if somebody is up to 60 and still behave like this, he will not change until he enters grave. It's unfortunate, and it's coming from this part of our country. Thank you, Maxwell.
Thank you, Doc. Well, I don't want to put my mouth in that matter. Because if you put your mouth in that kind of matter now, this one will say, you're talking favor. This one will say, you're talking. You should carry their water and go, Joe. I heard that the head of the civil service in River State ought to